Just hanging out. Arizona line. So yeah, this one line. That's weird. The YouTube won't let me. Odd. Very odd. I just don't like this because it doesn't tell you who's watching and all that. I think it does just at the bottom. Move it up. There you go. One viewer. So no one in chat here. So yeah, bushwhacker. Yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna have to tune this for some reason. The paint did make it heavier, so I take it over. No problem. A little bit of tune, take it right out. Ray, welcome. Mr. Giles, welcome. 5 viewers and 2. Okay, Greg's in here, so that makes 3. Greg. Okay. Greg, I'm sorry I'm sending them out tomorrow, brother. Things got crazy today.
I'll explain, Greg.
Thank you guys for joining.
Visual imaging, okay? Watch this. Normal finger.
Batty one.
Not so normal finger. Crystal's been experiencing some difficulties today. Sorry.
So what's everyone been up to? Anyone flying? I didn't get to fly today. I actually built a sweet pea back up today. One honey dipped. That's right. Axiomatic. Welcome. Back together, man. Took it out in the yard and ripped it. I actually got a video on my email of it. I can drop it on YouTube. Believe it or not, where I had it tuned, the paint, the weight of the paint, believe it or not, made a little bit of difference. Ain't that cool? Go show you how gyros work. Richard Coggins, crashing quads. Well, at least you're flying. My rooftop. Oh, no, brother. You recovered it, though, so that's a good thing. You're selling the Typhoon. I know somebody that is selling 2 Typhoons. 400, 400
depending
each.
on what you're selling it for, get a hold of True Drone Reviews. He's interested, baby.
Yeah. Yeah, Brian's looking to get an H.
We were talking about it Sunday.
Yep. And your H is what you got the sensors and all on yours, right? You got that all the way around avoidance. Thought I was going to get my stack today and build the 3-inch.
Should be here tomorrow.
But Crystal misread some
what happens
tracking.
when you're hurting?
Bradley, if you're listening, your ESC and your motor came back. So I guess give me an address and I'll send it back to you. But yeah, I thought the stack was going to come in for this guy. I ordered the 20x20 Mamba stack made by Diatone. Bought it from Race Day Quads. Real sense tracking, that's what it is. Okay. What are you asking for it, Greg? I'll let people know. $1 million in small bills. So what race drone do you have your eye on this time, shall I say? I guess that's the question I should have asked first. Knowing you, you're probably going for something like an Armaton or something. Love it. What do you got? You got your Baby Hawk and your or no, you got the Hawk 5. You don't have the Baby Hawk, right? I know Dano's liking that Baby Hawk, man. That Baby Hawk, he's killing it. You can see how smooth they really put their time and tune them things. True Drone Reviews. Brian, what's up, brother? Hey, Greg's Whirlybirds in here. He is selling his H. It's got that he just told me track. Where was it at? Okay. What did he say? It was True Sense. True Sense tracking on that, where you said you were interested in the H550 for the bundle with 2 bats. I also have dual charger and 3 extra bats. 700 for everything. Yeah. Good deal. Ray, what's been up to? Did you build your drone yet? Punisher? I don't know if Kev built them yet or not. Kev put some standoffs on his and all. Man, they're nice looking. He sent me pictures of them. Actually, I don't know if I still have it. They're real nice looking though. Ryan, what's up, brother? I actually got to check your. I'll check that tonight. That camera. I've been ordering parts today. I actually have my first build for someone going on, and they want the frog. They wanted to buy my frog today, dude. I could have sold my frog and my Tyrannus for a crazy amount, and I didn't. I guess that shows my love of the hobby, huh? It was well worth it, let me tell you. They just started dropping Huns, and it went up pretty high, and I was like, nah, I can't do it. I can't get rid of that. She's nice. Jim, 20 minutes left to start. Trish, welcome. ASAP, how you doing, brother? Lewis, welcome. Yeah, no, I don't want to sell nothing right now. I'll build anything for anybody, but selling right now at this point, nah. Try and get my Stewie wall. If I sell it, it just takes more drones to do it. Ed, love my drones. Welcome. Yes, Brian. He texted me and said thank you. He really enjoyed that. So. Well, Richard, I went out yesterday with my black sheep, and they have you guys saw me rip the combine. I don't know if you saw the little truck that was over there, the tractor with the trailer hooked to it and all that. So I was like, let me go over because I didn't pay attention underneath of it. I'm like, I think I could power loop that, right? So I hit it a couple times. Whew, I just don't get the throw back because I throw up too high. I can power loop pretty much anything. Don't give me something low to the ground to power loop. I can't get that, you know what I mean, that real flip over. I can, but I'm scared I'm gonna hit the ground, right? And there's all kind of water over there. So guess what I did? I hit it. I actually power looped it. I got video of me power looping it, and then I did it again. So I wanted to commit. When I came back around, I threw it over, and I come like this, and I went, rat, and the trailer was right here. I threw up over the trailer, and there happened to be a hell of a pile of manure over there, chicken shit, that they had piled up. And I literally hit the top of it. So I was all in the shit. Mo, welcome.
Did you see what?
Thomas, welcome.
Did you see what Richard said?
Yeah, about burying his drone. Yeah, and Richard, I've done that before too. Backwards power loop. I went like this. Wham, and went straight down and buried it up to about here. That's all was sticking out of the ground. You know, they had just plowed up and all that. And then that's how I tell you guys, those I like the Strix antennas, but these TBS Triumphs, they are tough antennas. This is the same antenna, Richard, that I buried deep in the ground, and it was with the Wizard, so it was a 5-inch quad. It was literally amazed. I thought for sure we had just put them antennas on there, and I thought, you know what, we just broke one of them, but nah, it didn't break at all. Good evening, Kenny. Welcome, Cardoso. Brian Fannin, welcome, brother. Who else I'm missing here? I didn't know I see you back there.
It's just I'm missing my normal tap finger.
You're a little slow.
Yes, I'm a little slow.
Yes, Ed, exactly. But beats angle mode correctly. So you're seeing that learning curve and that learning pattern. That's a good thing. Yes, Horizon, just the snap is the only thing that gets me. Other than that, man, I could go have fun in Horizon. Like I said, I did some line of sight acro in Horizon when I first started out. I just got turtle mode. You're fucked. That's what mine says. Sterling, what's up, brother? Where's Cook tonight? This is my show, Off the Wall Drone Talk.
The Drone Network show is only on Thursdays, Fridays, and Saturdays.
There you go.
Those are the only times you will see the three of us all together normally.
But every show, I represent the network. You guys know that. It's in my name. It's actually on my back, and it's on the wall. That's why when I get myself in trouble, they think it's the network, but it's not. It's just me.
That's because people can't read.
Let's all support and grow. That's right, brother. Guys, check out ASAP Fishing. He does real good fishing. If you guys like fishing, like I like fishing, but I don't like sitting there casting a line out waiting. So I kind of like watching their channels, you know, watching fishing and see what they catch and stuff because they kind of edit it. You don't have to sit and wait. Def Drone Pilot, welcome. Scott, thank you for stopping by. Oh, Happy Lux, welcome. Welcome, Shane, for Plummet. No, actually, I think even with from Luxembourg, where's that at? How many you got built under your belt now, Chris? Sterling, how many do I have under my belt now?
What, built?
Yeah, I have Sally. I built my ZMR. I built my Black Sheep.
You've probably built 6 or 7
Pro,
of them.
my Green Machine.
Now you're building Joe's.
My Wizard, because I redid my whole entire Wizard. My Wizard's been, man, rebuilt many a times. And I literally have my first build that I'm doing for someone that I'm being paid to build. And it's going to be a replica of this, the blue and the black. Hey, Plummet, get on my level. Look at this camera angle, brother. He's like, yeah, right. And I want to see you fly it just like that, too. I can go up, right, and just go invert, look down at everybody. Hey, Ed, is that what you were working with? Is that the camera angle you were working with? But with this thing being a wide field of view, believe it or not, I could just be like this and I will still see the ground. But ain't that something sitting on the ground? Hey, I watched Josh Withrow one day up at the track run like that. He literally put his camera on, dude. Or I say put it on. Grabbed his drone and tilted his camera all up. He's like, let's run some 90 degree and see how fun that is. He had his drone like this, the whole entire pack.
Uh-oh.
It's pretty serious. It's sick.
Adam said, challenge accepted.
Don't, bro.
No, he said challenge expected.
Expected.
No, I can't read.
No, he said accept it. Gee. No, don't do that, bro. I want you to break your stuff.
Come on, Adam. You got to do it the right way.
Mr. Straight Camera. That's right. Let me show you. Let me show you. Well, let's just randomly grab one off the wall that I fly, and I'll show you guys my angle. All right. Green Machine. I don't touch it. And if you know why, you'll see it's hot glued on the sides. Look at that angle. That is not an angle at all, I'm telling you. When I first got into this, I thought the angle, right? I thought that you had to have the higher angle because you see people with the higher angle. What I didn't realize was they have been flying for years to do that. So then I started watching videos that like start out at 20, 25. And you'd be amazed at what you do. Now, some tricks require you to have a higher tilt. Like a Maddie, you want like what, a 45, Adam? So when you flip, you kind of keep your eye on what you're going over. But turtle mode to walk of shame. Now, I'll tell you something about that. I got turtle mode. Actually, the Max has turtle mode. I got turtle mode on this. I don't use it for that. If I crash, I'll still go pick my drone up. But when you get in that tree, yeah. All right, so think about it when it's in the tree. I'll explain to you guys turtle mode if you guys don't understand. So when you turn on your drone and power it up, your prop starts spinning, okay? That's air mode. They spin it like I say a 6%, but it's probably less than that. I'm not right on the percentage. But, all right, what turtle mode does is allow you to disarm so your prop stops spinning, right? And then you arm turtle mode. And then you rearm, all right? Now what that does is when you push forward on your stick, it turns these two motors. When you push right on your stick, it turns these two motors. Left turns these two motors, and back will turn these two. And it'll get you right out of a tree or whatever.
This is where Happy Lux is.
Wow, Happy Lux.
And look at that temperature right now. very cool. 2 degrees.
Oh, 2 degrees, brother. Thank you for joining in, man. You were.
I hope you're staying warm, Happy.
Yeah, stay warm, brother. Holy crap.
Close to Belgium.
Wow. Close to Belgium. Who's
that's why when you said Luxembourg, I was
Belgium.
like,
Who's close to Belgium? We have someone close to Belgium. Robbie Bugs.
Yep.
Where's your boy that used to be? Nah, bro. At POS Sterling, that was a lost cause, brother. So you know.
First of all, Sterling, that's not our boy.
Yeah, not my boy at all. That
boy disappeared in June or July.
I thought I could help someone, and some people are not able to be helped, but his building is trash. Trust me. Dude, when you looked at his builds, I don't know, he put all the grounds on one ground, all the positives on one positives. I didn't understand that when your boards broke down, you know what I mean? For you to equal it all out. Everybody will tell you that. Multiple people will tell you that, dude. They're like, I saw his build, and I was like, what the heck did he do there? Like the Lego? Kind of. Let's just say he won a drone from Joe Max. He won a drone from Joe Max, and he literally took it apart and started doing his own wiring. Joe does great jobs on his drones. Let me tell you that. I've seen the one that I think I ain't seen him around in a while. Who was down there with Worry? Rom Drones. Rom got that one from Joe.
A lot of people have gotten drones from Joe Max FPV. They all fly. They're wonderful.
Drone Redneck.
Perfectly.
Yes, they're beautiful. He does a really good job on his drones, man.
Let me put it to you this way, Sterling. That skinny kid has some addiction issues that didn't come out until later on. So you can't help people until they're ready to help themselves.
Damn, about 4 degrees there. Woo-hoo. Y'all better keep it warm. It's getting cold here actually tonight. Probably, I say cold and y'all are like, yeah.
Really?
Like 30 something.
John,
degrees.
honey, send me that link, please.
Oh, John. Hey,
because
bro.
those videos would be removed.
Oh yeah, if I'm on any of his videos, I'll hit YouTube and get him, pick them off. I took all mine off that he was on mine. It's something I just want to walk away from and forget about it. That's simple. So anyway, what were we talking about? Not him. And Joe, he's good part. Dude, Joe does an amazing job. Joe Max FPV does an amazing job on his build, man. Amazing. He is definitely a builder. There's some, like I said, some people build, go through and burn a bunch of stuff up, but if you take your time, you're good. And that's what it's all about. It's about taking your time, moving slow. You know, it's about taking your time, moving slow. And
hey, before you do that,
that's just what it is. Most people say, "Hey, how fast it take you to build a drone?" If I have everything here, I can build the drone. If let's say if we had like a build off or something, and we were going live build off or something, and it would fly, I could probably do it in like, with all the parts here, I'd say wire it up in probably half hour, solder and everything. But that's a fast build, and that's not what you want to do, because you end up crossing something up or missing something. So I suggest taking your time and doing it. It's easy to do. It's all self-explanatory. Sterling, you could have built 10 of them, bro. Mods and all you be doing. Well, that, yeah. And it's just the fact that, man, the FPV, dude, the racing drones is legit. I mean, it's way different than your camera drones. I love the camera drones still. You see, y'all know I still have my camera drones. But to put those goggles on and be in that world, man, that's a totally different thing. Because it's like having your own fighter jet. And, you know, we can't afford that. RC crazy in the house. RC who? 2 months ago it was 37. So yeah, about 37 here tonight. You're like, yeah, that's not Cobra. 5 hours minimum, right? Because you take your time, right? Exactly. And that's what I'm saying. Hey, some of the frames, man. When you get these frames, you have to take your time with the frames. Look at them, because some of the screws are longer and shorter. So here's how I narrowed it down on the frames. I look at the schematic if they got it, but I always look at, okay, the longer screws are going to go in the middle because they're going to protrude out so you can get a little bit on that standoff. But these are different. These are all the way through. So I mean, the frames yourself will take you damn near half hour, 45 minutes. Some frames will, you know, to figure out which way, because you definitely don't want to just throw them together, because a lot of people, Bob, I got you on that liftoff, man. I'm not liftoff. What the Free Rider? I forgot the name of it. I've just been so busy. What's up, Chad Ball Squirrel FPV? Crazy Gaming, welcome. I think I know who that is. Definitely a nice shirt. Yes, and they awesome. This shirt is awesome, man. I really like it. And it's, I mean, it's, when you guys side with that, that green just rips, like that red and that green. It just on this blue shirt. That was a perfect color coordination and everything. Try to catch it from the chat. But yeah, the FPV, man, it's awesome. And if you know the coalition, they're helping with the law thing, because think about it. Hey, I watched Icky's video. It finally got a notification 3 days later. I watched that, man. That was a good video. Now that right there, I shared it on my Facebook and all, guys. So if you want to check that out, he tells you just about, you know, the FPV world a little bit, stuff and what goes on, and what, you know, his rampage ordeal and stuff like that. It was a good video. I thought he touched on a lot of stuff in there. And that's what is good about it, because they're trying to make the law understand that our FPV goggles, we got OSD. That's better than having a spotter, than having somebody going like this. You know what I mean? He can't keep up with that drone. This stuff here, all this stuff. I mean, think about it. Ain't that what the fighter jets require? You know what I mean? Or depend on when they put their stuff down. So yeah, I mean, it's the RSSI, the telemetry. The Tyrannus is amazing, the way it beeps out, talks to you and stuff like that. I think that's really cool, the timer, how it sets it up, and then she counts it down for you. I think that's real cool, because I usually set my cell phone like a 4-minute timer, and I just land. But sometimes that in my pocket, I can't hardly hear it beeping. Yeah, Louis, he changed it, huh? Let's go and change his color on it anyway. It's Margarita. Everybody else in here is good. Okay, go upload a video. Sway. Is that your turtle mode that you're going to show off? Thank you, Mo. Appreciate that. Listening while watching Airbud Spooky Adventure. Uh-oh.
Ooh, is it spooky?
Is it spooky?
Is it spooky?
For some reason, you're like worktop Axio, and like that truck sets right here. It's like when I look at my workbench, man, I was up there working today putting Sweet Pea back together. If you guys haven't, that ain't in here, Sweet Pea is back together. As I was putting this back together, I'm sitting there thinking about your truck, dude. That truck is amazing. I got a few screws to put into it. Might see some cracks in it. No, I guess that's just the way the line is, the body line. But the paint was amazing. Putting it back together, no problems with it at all. I took it out and did a flight in the yard with it. One of a kind. You will never see this drone anywhere else. Ain't that something? That's really something to be proud of. Because I'll tell the story if you guys don't know. It used to fly with this and this. So you had lateral movements. You could move forward, stop, turn left, move, stop, turn right, move, stop, back up, all that good stuff. So now, I'll be right back. I'll show you guys.
You done run away again.
I told you. I say be right back. That means I'm coming. So now I fly it with the FSI 6 radio. I went inside of the drone, removed all their components, and just put my stuff inside of it. Yes, it is a screw. But we're powered up here. I'll show you. I'll be real careful because it does have propellers on it. And they're like 9-inch props, and they already tried to take my finger off before. So they hooked. I'll leave that. Got that bright LED on the back, tiny. I'm making noise in there. Oh no, it's just the landing legs. And then on the bottom we got blue in the front, red in the rear. And I also turned it around. You guys remember the EHang Ghost Drone? This was the front. This is now the back. Thought it made more sense, the light in the back. So this is the front of it now. Which I think it's really cool that I could pitch that thing 90 degrees. And I think the landing legs, yeah, that's probably what was wobbling earlier. The landing legs loose. But works just the same as your race drones. You arm the switch. Fire it up. Want to take off and do a power looping now? But yes, it needs, and believe it or not, I had it before. I had it painted, I had it tuned, it was fine. Oh, I got a wire pinch in there. Oh yeah, that's good. Get that out of there real quick. I'll get it later. When I put it together, I got a wire pinch right there. I see it shining through. But it was fun putting it back together. But the weight of the paint, it's it don't scare me. Funny. Yeah, a bit funny. The weight of it, it's got a little shake to it now, so I have to go in and just touch a little bit on the tune of it. Dude, that thing would smash the bugs. This thing will pitch like this, okay? This thing will pitch like this and just go across the sky. And I mean, it won't drop like the bugs. You know how the bugs, if you pitch it, the bug gets that downward. This thing just goes right across with no problem. That's why I want to put like something here. And I was going to put the MD here. I got a Eric knows that blue MD they made me. I was going to put on here, but it was still black. That way, when I do it like this, that's what you saw. Pretty fun to fly. But I basically did it because I bought it when everybody bought theirs. You guys know that. And then I always said I would modify that thing and fly it with a transmitter. So I feel like that was a step or mark in my book that had to get done. I'd say the bugs would run with it, but I think the power-wise, it just might get it. It's a beast. That's for dang sure. And that's why I said, like you could paint it like that, get Honey to dip it and all like that, and you could do the same thing I did to it, but it still would be one of a kind because you're never going to get the same exact paint job on it.
Well, they're laughing at me because I was getting antsy. What? He finally got the ghost put together earlier and had it out in the kitchen like normal. Put it down on the floor. Acro comes over and checks it out because, of course, he's a curious little bunny. Once Acro moved
Mr. Giles.
away,
Thanks for hanging out.
Chris went ahead and fired the motors up, and
gone.
he went nuts. I mean,
he
was extremely flighty, and I mean,
oh, do you, Chad? That's
everywhere.
Awesome.
So that's why it was like, Acro.
I was fly sky, Chad, and then all my FPV brothers pushed me to the dark side. That they were darker. But I like it because the Tyrannus, it talks and all that good stuff. So that's cool. And I have figured out on this radio I'll show you guys. I think you might not know this on an i6. So endpoints. So everyone talks about, well, you can set your endpoints on a Tyrannus. You can do the same thing on here. Pull your sticks down to the left, and let's power it on. And flip the switch up first. So there you see, right? Get the light out of there for you. It says stick adjust, def stick mods, key test, LCD test, fine. So that's how you get into it. And then you just press OK on stick adjust. And it tells you to place all sticks in their middle position. So do that, hit OK. And then you just take each stick and just move it around real slow. Cover all areas, all corners. I like to cover everything on it. And you will see that your drone will start to handle a little bit different and all that because you just now set the endpoints. Then just when you're done, you power it off. And then power it back on, everything's back on. Drone worship. What's up? Damn. Yeah, Acro, I haven't done too much in the house on flying because of him. He is so flighty.
Tell me about the little RC car the other day.
Yeah, I actually took this car here.
The one that Heath built.
The one Heath built. I put pins in the body. All I did was turn it on. Oh, and I unhooked the battery. So I turn it on, and the lights light up, and the rear lights light up. So I had it on the floor, and I just move it forward near him. Man, he turned. He threw his ears up like this and looked at that thing. Then he went underneath the table, and it sounded like somebody was taking a hammer, banging on the floor. I hear it was boom, boom.
Yeah, Acro already has bigger hoppers in the back than Snuggles had. So when he thumps, you hear him.
Oh yeah,
it's not just
like that
a little.
already.
I mean, it's
like
bang.
Yeah.
He lets you know if he's irritated, upset, something spooked him.
You poser, Dan.
Oh Lord! Look, instigator.
Troublemaker, man. I get in trouble every time I'm around you.
You know, we gotta have that positive image.
I told him I was talking to him on the phone. When I hang up, I said, "Please keep me out of trouble."
Yeah, I can't keep you out of trouble. How can he?
There's one person in here that does keep me out of trouble, though. I can promise you that.
Acro?
Nope. He knows who he is. He smiled when I said that. He tries to keep me out of trouble. Let's say that.
Somebody just went nuts.
What? Honey Lulu said she was in tears when she saw the drone fly. That's awesome, man. That is too much. That's cool. I'll be droned, Dano, with your hawk. You liking that hawk, man, ain't you? That baby hawk. I see the way you flying that thing. You killing it. I'm seriously laughing.
Look.
Thomas gets people in trouble buying
things.
She
comes sneaking in the door. Hey, honey Lulu.
Whoop, whoop. Amazing. Here, landing gear. Well, squeaking, I gotta take the screws up. You know, I actually feel, if you saw when I raised it up, you see it do the little shake. Believe it or not, the gyro is picking up the weight of the paint. So I gotta go in and do a little tune into that. But I told you, look at the props on this bad boy. That's a prop. And underneath, that's what's really cool about it. This drone was designed like to fly in the rain and whatnot. That's why they did the motors underneath. But then you have the vents right here. So that water rolls right down and goes right in there because I took it out in the pouring down rain and flown it when it was flying with the G-Box. And if you guys don't know, Drone Worship has videos of this same drone coming down to the ground. And I got videos of it smashing to the ground. It just had an issue like that. It wanted to be grounded. It didn't want to fly. Yes, Sterling, I do, brother, definitely. And we definitely got to get together because I want to do some that printing and all for you. I got blue now. So I've been doing some blue printing. They do have Mobius minis. I've seen different angles, I think, though. What?
I read Drone Worship's comment. He walked out of the house today with his crayons and his helmet, and he has to say neither of them help. But I can picture him doing that. So that's like that image.
You know what's funny? You know what's funny, Dan? When you said, look, when I was a kid, man, it wasn't about that toy and that Happy Meal box. It was the fries in the bottom of the box. So Crystal comes home, right, the other day with McDonald's, right? And she gets all the fries out. I look in the bag. I said, there's fries in the bag.
He did. He was all excited.
I was like, when you said that, man, I said, you know, that's funny because everyone looks at her like, man, some fries in her. Paint made her chunky. Maybe. But guess what? Betaflight will lighten her up again. It might be just because of the landing gear was loose on it and I don't have all the screws in the body. It's missing some screws like me, so.
I tell you what, honey, Lulu, putting Sweet Pea in the air just brought
awesome.
everything together.
That
was an amazing time.
And you know the Hawk 5. Yeah, the Hawk 5, that thing flies just as good as the Baby Hawk. They're tuned, man. They're like really, that's why they cost. I mean, you guys know when you bought them. Like, I don't know what that 3-inch costs, but I bet you it's a lot less than this. But hey, when you spend your money like that and you get that bird that has that tune on it like that, man, that's worth it then. Dude, Dano's like another flyer. It's like not even Dano on those sticks. He's like, it's just so smooth. Like it rolls over real smooth. His Furbies hate me right now. I had my trouble when I was doing the dance in front of my mirror. We need to see a video of that, Dan.
No, that was from last night. He had them on last night. Yeah, you didn't read the first part of that.
Oh, man. Yeah, I know you do, Dana. You're killing it. Because
he got in trouble?
Because I got in trouble.
Because he got in trouble because he can't keep a secret.
Bob told me, and then I come into the live, and Bradley was in here, so I'm like, well, I'll tell Bradley. Bob will be okay with that. I know Bob's joking around. But, yeah, Bob tells Bradley, he says, man, he cannot keep a secret. And I said that night right in the lobby, I said, Dano and Bradley won. Awesome. Joe to love. Hey, Scott, you're going to keep up with Honey's channel, man. She does really good stuff. Like, the dipping, man, is beautiful. Like, that's amazing. Like, putting it together. I even look, when I put the shells together, I roll it over real easy, and then it rubs against the frame I got laying here. And I'm like, no, you didn't just scratch that frame. It didn't. If it did, you can't even tell it. That's the thing about the paint job that I really like. Because no one's ever looked at it and said it was scary looking. Like, you know what I mean? Like, whoa, what is the Keller thing? I like it that way because you know why? It's like camouflage for one. For one, if you drop that in the field, you're going to walk right over and pick it up. But camouflage, what I mean is if you get a scratch on it, you're not going to see the scratch because of the way the paint, like, what's it called, honey? Craze? That is cool, man. Really cool. You guys can't see it. I wish you guys could just take and I just like hand it around the lobby. Like, here, take it and check it out. Like, I mean, it's cool. Really, really cool. Look, the battery pack's going to fall out of it soon if I keep something upside down. But this battery alone makes it, and actually the battery could have been what was causing it to wobble just a little bit today because usually I put foam pads in between there and hold the battery because you know you can put this battery in and it's, I mean, this battery's got, you probably got enough room for 2 batteries. Not 2 of them, though. Yeah, and it does. I mean, like I said, I don't know if it's because I thought this scratched it. I thought that first was the frame. I was like, you joker, you did scratch it. But then you look at that, it's not. You can feel that. That's like the paint on it. But it's amazing. Check out just how it went together, right? And where's the there's a couple spots that like really line right up. It might be on this side. But it was cool how like it just goes together and like matches. Thought that was really cool.
Thanks, sis.
You still smell the
says,
paint?
some of you forgot to hit that thumbs up for MD95 TSI, the Drone Network with Crystal Justice live Monday nights at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Thank you. And hello to all of you hiding out there in the bushes. Because once again, numbers don't add up.
Yeah, numbers
Hi,
don't.
guys.
And guys,
we see you too.
And let me remind you, and I'm not going negative on this, but let me remind you when you do live stream, you have someone sitting there watching you at 24/7. At least I do, with their cameras waiting. It's sad that they do that. But anyway, hi, I love you guys too. Come in, get a big hug. No problem.
Drone Worship, stop beating yourself over the head with a can. I will gladly give you a cookie anyway, baby. Do you want chocolate chip? Do you want oatmeal? You tell me what kind, and I will make you some cookies.
Yes, Dan. I was telling people that before. Dan flies air or acro more than air mode. So when you see him do like the maneuver, and you see him throw his throttle, that's why you see his bird drop dramatically. Like we were talking about that earlier in the videos, on the phone. But you can see, like that's why I said, if they're doing the horizon mode.
Honey Lulu, you want some cookies too? I'll send you some cookies. You know that.
You see the snap. Ed knows what I'm talking about. Ed, can you go back to like your video and see the snap? You know what I mean? Because you see it better in a video. You know what I'm saying? Because the camera. So Ed, where you're in horizon mode, right? Try this at your own risk though. Don't try it just because I say do it. So once you get used to your horizon mode, you know what I mean? Go across like this, just like coming across your yard, and just throw a flip in it. Just push the stick full forward. Well, just a throttle flick, you know what I mean? Just, and watch how fast that thing rolls. If you're going fast enough this way, that drone will just go like that, and you barely see that thing in the camera or on the video with it doing this roll.
I got a funny feeling the post office is going to really love me when I start all my holiday baking.
Oh, so the
cookies,
acro motors don't stop, Mike?
Honey Lulu wants cookies.
Any acro that I've had without air mode, when you down the throttle, the motor stops. That's weird.
Well, out of that list, Axiomatic would get him first because he's closest. So you.
So now the air mode just keeps you. I get you. So it doesn't down the throttle as fast and it floats. Is that what you're saying, Mike? I haven't even tried. Like I don't even any air mode. Is it even like when you go in? It's like air mode. Is it like can you even pick acro? I mean, to me it's the same, but I know it's not the same. I don't use motor stop tab. Oh, you don't? Okay. I got you. That would make sense, right? Yeah. So that would be the same thing, basically. Yep. Don't use the motor stop tab. Fun either way. Do it. Do it. Do it. And knows if you can't do it, try it. You can do it. I bound up the Turnigy Evolution today to the Dark Max. So we'll see how that goes. This thing's pretty cool. I don't know how they function. If anyone has like some bad inputs on it, please let me know. So now I always set fail safe, so I won't go out here and do nothing. But I thought the sticks were cool. How the sticks all the way down, it's green. And as you can see, this one's in the middle, so it's yellow. So as I go up with this, it gets yellow, and then the closer you get to the top, it turns red. I thought that was pretty cool. It does, Dano, don't it? And the idea of this is for Russell, because he's a gamer. So instead of the box, because he flies with this, that's what they say, the box. But I think the idea here they did good because they took the screen and put up top. But you got this, you got the Fly Sky Nirvana, and then you have the FR Sky X Lite. The X Lite, man, I can tell you, I have held that and moved the gimbals around, and it's amazing. This one you can hear squeak. Listen. I don't know if you're picking up that little look. You hear it, very faint little squeak. But take it apart, a little bit of grease on the back of that gimbal. It'd be good. If he likes it, I know what he'll do with it. He'll take it and put some Hall gimbals in it. Indigo Rhino. So has anyone here ever fooled with this radio? Do you know anything about it? The Turnigy Evolution. I know one person in here that has. He just came in too. I knew he would pop up here and say something. Bob, he always told me, you ain't got an Evolution. I do now, bro. Ain't that cool how they changed that? What he said? I have nothing to say. Oh, so you can change them colors. I saw that. Hey, Bob, I'm an idiot, bro. So I'm sitting there messing with it the other day, and I'm like, so you got to press the power button maybe to get the menu to come on, double press it. Maybe you got to hold the sticks down in a certain direction. Guess what it is? Just as simple as touching the screen. You just don't think on the transmitters that got a touch screen. Dano, thank you for hanging out, brother. Like I said, if you want me to get that Furby going for you, send it. I will get it all ready to run and get her back to you. And you know it ain't cost you nothing but some love that you already showed me, so. Duh, right? Hey, I felt the same way. Duh. Like, touch the screen, dummy. I didn't think a touch screen on a transmitter. I'm like, I thought that. I'm like, you know what? Like the Tyrannus, I'm like, that thing costs a little bit. Bet you that thing's got a touch screen. Nope. And that's why I said I never. So I thought, okay, that thing don't have touch screen. This thing don't have a touch screen. What's the range like on it, Bob? Do you have good with range and all that? I mean, I see they have like the antenna in here and the antenna on this side. I've already had it apart. You guys already know that. I tried to adjust the knobs, and I wanted to see if these were Hall gimbals, because if you look at them, don't they kind of replicate a Hall gimbal? You see how they got the plate right here? But that's just a plate. It's literally plastic gimbals. There is 2 menus. Oh, let me check them out. And Bob, you know how to calibrate the endpoints, right? By pulling it down over and then powering it up, and it'll come on, and then you can do your endpoints. Oh, does Ketchum fly this? No way. Man, Ketchum, I ain't saying it, but I've learned something. Me and Chuck was talking, bro. Like, bro, no way. And Chuck told me, that's sick. But I'm not going to give it away. That's awesome. Welcome to the hater hotline. Please dial 1-800 need a punch in the face because I have no life.
That's got to be true.
Yeah. 1-800. That's what I figured. They've done some antenna mods. Of course, wouldn't that take away the... Because I'll tell you what I think the cool ability is. Okay, so it's got 2 menus. I'm trying to find that, so... 1 menu. I think... Are you talking about the 2 menus, Bob? Okay, hold both sticks. Okay, gotcha. That's what I thought you were talking about, the 2 menus. And that's where you change up the thing, I think, right? The colors and stuff. I thought I saw it say color in there. But I'm going to take the Dark Max out and give it a shot. Yeah. And I just like the... I mean, dude, that's... Besides the switches back here, that's nice right there. Covers your gimbals. I mean, you can do whatever. Throw it in a backpack and just go with it. I really like that setup. So I'm hoping he likes it. But he's a pincher, so he did kind of get on it and kind of... Well, not a pincher. He's a... Whatever they call it. A hybrid. He does this. He does this type of deal. Kind of. But yeah, he held it. I mean, he liked it and all. So who knows? Might work out. I don't think they're expensive. Lewis was talking about them. So saying they weren't bad price. Life in the nutshell. Not free to call. Yeah, Axio 1-800. It's free.
I think you might have forgot one, Drone Worship.
I think I think antenna mods on there would be okay if it was like the little, like how Sterling puts on his birds, like the little rubber ducky ones, maybe. Sorry for that phone, guys. Maybe that would work on it, because I like the aspect of it being just small. You throw it in a bag or whatever.
Honey Lulu said, I can slap a hoe for free. Ain't nothing but a thing. Nothing between us but air and opportunity.
She's gonna slap a hoe drive. But yeah, man, when I went down yesterday in that freaking Powell, so I go to walk. I'm like, all right, my drone's at the top of this thing, right? And this thing's huge, man. It's like, I don't know how roughly the height off of it, but you guys saw that big Powell out there. And it rained for the past 3 days, so let's put that in back. Yeah. So then I land, right, and I see my goggles, and I'm like this, and I'm looking at the peak of the hill, right, and I'm like, all right, well, I'm landed flat, so I'm not climbing that freaking shit pile for this thing. I go over there and I take back off. Well, what happened was my prop went down like this, so it come around, hit that arm, and wouldn't do nothing. Man, I sat over there and just arm that thing and just keep flicking the throttle. It's going. It didn't even have turtle mode on it, but I was like, if I burn an ESC, I don't care. I'm not leaving my drone on the shit pile for one, and for two, I'll burn an ESC. I'll replace an ESC. But yeah, man, it was awful. I'm staying away from that thing. You know, I'm never going there again. When I first started flying, we run into it before.
What's the full name of that Turnigy?
That is called the Turnigy Evolution. I don't know if it has a.
Let me see. My eyeballs are better than yours.
It is the model HKMT6, I think. Yes, HKMT6 model name. But I know it's the Turnigy Evolution. Bob knows his is white though. Mine's black. Bob the other day, you said, "Look." I can tell you what I texted him, but anyway.
That's right. The GoPro is still in one piece.
Oh yeah.
Because if not, he might not be sitting there doing the live stream.
Oh, but let
tell him, Bob. Tell him.
Oh. But let me show you what I printed today, guys. So you already know my intentions. Put it in. Zingo. Ain't it a beautiful mount, though? Very, very nice.
Got any baby powder?
Why would I have baby powder?
Drone worship needs it.
Shiny.
He needs to break in his pimp hand again.
Yeah, Dan.
That's what he said. He didn't. I got baby powder.
Dan's retarded. My pimp hand's way strong. So I'm thinking like frog style maybe. Let me put this down. I don't want to be a poser.
True that, Ed. Man, that black plastic heats up a lot faster than white does.
No, Ed, that's just in the Florida sun. Stop it. That's probably the angle I would fly with. I don't want to be a poser and saying I'm way up. That might be a little too much for my abilities. We might take her about there. And we do something like this. I'll just do it while Crystal's at work. Look at the GoPro, matches it black and chrome. Nice.
No.
I just need to go strap around this.
No.
That way if it rips all this off.
If any of you guys see a video up with a GoPro attached, contact me as soon as possible, please. There will be a reward for it. It's my cookie list.
Oh, okay. I was wondering what you're trying to say there. Like, oh, okay.
It's my cookie list. Cookies.
Yeah, and that's one thing. I've set my radio on top of my car. You know what I mean? And yeah, it does. You're right. They do get pretty warm quick. Now, if you're not in the sun, it's not that bad. But you know, it's a downfall. Though. So does your radios? You want them? Okay, if you go white is okay, but then look at all the fingerprints they would pick up. Like I don't know about you guys, but I got grimy paws. I think like the white, like my
between you and Rusty,
Phantom transmitter and all that, they get dirty, really bad. So then I take that's why I take bleach wipes and wipe them all down. I'll tell you what, Birdman can clean a radio up. Birdman, Mike, I felt bad for sending you that dirty i6. When I saw man, he did that video. If you didn't clean it up, your camera makes things look amazing.
Yeah. Look, Axiomatic says I like warm cookies, honey. They may not be warm when they still get there. You might have to like pop them in the oven or in the microwave just for a few seconds, and they'll warm back up.
Ed, yeah. Not
Bob
so white
said,
no more.
Reward, I'm in. I knew you would be, baby. I just gotta, reward my spies just a little. If he gets a hold of you guys and says, "Oh, I'm gonna fly with the GoPro again," so let me know.
Did he eat all your headset?
That was the cord that I showed you last night.
Oh.
I can't play with my 850s now because I'm waiting on that cord to get here.
So if y'all want to kick his ass on Black Ops right now, it's time to get it. When his Astros are down and the A60s aren't working, get him.
Astro ate the cord.
But then again, you're in trouble. We got
Rusty's headset yesterday.
I beat you with with music in my ears.
He's a baby. Gotta love him.
Cocky, ain't he?
And you leave cords hanging. And
no, you didn't have to leave the cord hanging. Little Pit Bunny gets on the desk and walks over to there and just
the cord that lets me hear game tab. And it's a special cord.
And this is a
special.
If I'm not crazy, it's a fiber optic cord.
It's a tele something. It took forever to try to figure it out.
Let's just say I don't think I can.
Oh, Acro could be perfect wire strippers.
Because there's like a red light in the wire.
Wire strippers.
Yeah, exactly. It's a fiber optic.
Because I looked behind my Xbox and all I see is this red light that I never saw there before, and I was like, why did I see a red light?
Oh yeah, see the light, see the lens.
Yeah.
Hey Chai, I said I've told Chris he's not allowed to fly his race drones
there's no need
with
to
a
repair
GoPro
it.
on.
No, you can't repair it.
Because he
I
tried
already
it the other
ordered a new
day
one.
and had
It's like
a
$2 on
ejection.
eBay.
You order a couple of them?
I haven't
Probably not.
at the time.
No, look, I'll take this. When you get it in, I'll put heat shrink on it.
I said if anybody hears that he's going to fly with that GoPro attached to a race drone again, get a hold of me one way or another with the intel. Or if he's put a video up with a GoPro on a race drone, get a hold of me. So there may be a reward, or there will be a reward for your information.
Let's clear this up. I'll trade a Hubsan 501S brand new for a nice camera that I can put on besides my GoPro. So to fit this mount, gotta look like a GoPro. Waka waka waka. You gotta break one to get one.
No, he breaks that one, I'm not replacing it.
She won't. She told me that. Hey, Chad, she looked me straight in the eye. She said, "You break it, it's over." Hey, I told her. I said, "So what? Only my Solo flies with it. All my other birds now have independent cameras."
You know how you like walking around here with your stand and everything, and that GoPro's attached, and 90% of your videos are done through that GoPro? Yeah. No.
Yeah, I would miss my GoPro. That GoPro. Look, I turned the Wi-Fi on. I don't want to do that. But it does. This thing has beautiful footage, though. I kind of don't want to mess it up. And I did have it on my Wizard. When I first started flying. Oh man, I packed it full of mud many a time. But believe it or not, it's got a couple of little scratches on the lens, but that thing's still in immaculate condition. And believe it or not, I bet you I had 6 other action cams. I then gave them away. I needed one, man. I needed 20 cameras. I have the GoPro or 7 GoPro now. Sweet. That thing is nice, bro. So you fly with the 7 on your drone? Okay. I got you, Chad. All right. I say, whoa, GoPro 7. I'd be scared. TechCore FPV, welcome. Cool, man. Appreciate you stopping by, though. Hey, I'll hit you soon. Figure out your schedule or whatnot. Get you on the drone network. It's Thursday, Friday, and then Saturday morning. Or I say Saturday mornings, but Saturday at 2 o'clock. So. Oh, Jim, you just have to put that out there, right? I tell you what, guys, I'll test the Hubsan first. I'll take it out and fly it, whatever, away from me. Now I do 5 to 7. Oh, but you got those sticks, though. I'm still in the juvenile stage. I still have stupid moments, if you get what I'm saying. I'll tell you what, though, I started doing that. I did it in liftoff. So you can learn in liftoff, all right? Reaper. So you guys remember when I first started flying, I would go up. I'd go up probably, man, a good 150, 200 feet. And I'd do the Rubik's. Wook, 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 and go back over. So the 180 Rubik's, I always did that. But what I did was I went over and then brought it back over. So
you said that was for Dan.
Oh.
Jim. He said, I know he at least snickered at that.
I knew somebody was gonna come out with it. I just knew it. So so now if you watch my combine one, I was playing with Reaper on the thing, and I seen him go through. I was playing liftoff, right? He goes through a gate, dude. He goes through the gate, over and over, and then goes back through the gate. I'm like, well, damn, that was pretty quick, dude. How'd you do that? And he told me just like push the stick and then roll it back over. So I've been doing that 180 Rubik's, like real low to the ground. That's pretty cool, man. I like that. I mean, it's better than like, I don't know, just turning it. It's like much sicker. I guess it starts to show your skills too. When that thing, yeah, you just flip it. And what was it? Who said that? Helicopter, I think, said I challenge you to put another flip into that. So when I'm flying, I flip forward and I flip over. So I might try the Rubik's. I might try flip forward, flip over, flip backwards, then flip back out of it. I like the funny guy.
Yeah, Mo's mom has given us all nicknames. That's how she remembers this. So Ed is
Cool.
the funny guy.
Ed's the funny guy.
I know what my nickname is. I'm the pro guy.
I know, right, Chad? You risk $400 every flight, bro. Ugh. But hey, as long as you got the insurance on it, you're good, right? Night Train knows all about that Walmart insurance. Man, he came around that day. I saw him, dude. It was like I was in his goggles. I saw him come ripping around that pavilion, and I saw the pole here. You did not see that one here, man. It was like a ghost slam, and he just went wham. I mean, he went right into that thing. He hit that thing so hard that you kind of expected his props just to wrap around it. Shit works. I knew he'd chime in on that one. I was like, oh, ding! Right on the money. I'm not sure how. What did Eric say? It is hilarious. Pounds. Yeah, I hear you. He's a funny looking baby. I'm trying to figure out. I don't know an Adobe Pro. I'm lost.
Adobe's not the easiest thing in the world to operate, period. We have it at work.
Like Nutshell said, I'm diabetic, but I think all the cookies is worth a toe or something. Life in a nutshell. He's like, give me them cookies. I'll lose a toe, damn it. I hate soft cookies. She gets some of those cookies. I said, look, there's a time we're going to have to eat those soft cookies when we lose all these. Like, for now, enjoy the crunch. I see somebody say Birdman. Birdman's in here. Mike, welcome,
well, you know,
brother.
sometimes you can make
Hey, Mike.
reduced sugar cookies,
and
they still taste good. Like,
I've been trying to get up with Owen at a 5-inch, see if he's still interested. So I haven't forgot about you on that. He said he wanted to, but then I don't know if he's 100% sure or not. When Ed's live, yeah. Plummet owes us a crash video.
he said there was a Night Train.
Hey, both. Why not? Nah, not. Let's give Mike the crash. Plummet's only got one quad, right? So Mike's got like more than I got hanging back here, so he's good. He don't wash his anyway.
Oh.
Hey, Mike, I did a good video for you, brother.
I gotta show you this.
So when I got done, when I came back yesterday, I dropped my bird. I told you in the pile of shit. Guess how I cleaned it? I took the faucet, turned it on, the sink, hot water, took a bleach bottle,
Oh
scrape
yeah,
the
there
whole
would have
entire
been
drone.
a GoPro video, except somebody
And then
ran out of battery.
No, I got it. I got a little bit of it. I got most of it on video. I'll put my GoPro right there and show you guys. I run my drone right under the sink and wash all the bleach off of it. Just don't plug it in.
You ready for this one? You see whose page I'm on, right?
Yeah. That's freaking 1, 2, 3.
I see props,
4,
props,
5.
props.
That's
props,
like
props.
5 drones today. Hey, Mike, you look like me when I go out.
I showed in your
I do the same-
backpack picture, Mike.
I do the same thing. Just put them on my pack and just stack them on top of each other and put the strap over and wrench them down. Put it down, Plummet. Now, Plummet, well, he ain't scared of Crasher, though. That's for sure.
Crushing is an art.
I just try to look out for him because he's got one quad. Sucks. Well, he's learning, though. He's got a laptop now, so he's starting to get her done. Got my jumper now. Yeah, indeed. Hey, Mike, do you see her hanging back here?
You're over there just like this, aren't you, Mike?
Right
Aren't
here.
you, Birdman?
Right there, Mike.
I got it.
You guys
I
see?
got it.
I hold my finger up to that. That's the 501S. It's Mike. How long you didn't have that thing long at all, did you? How many flights did you put on that before you actually crashed it? All he did was hit a tree and it broke the arm off. I put it in a new shell, transferred everything, and this one here is the Nazi. That's the 501 SS.
He said that was 6 stacks.
That was 6. I told you I counted 5. I missed one.
Oh, hell no, Bob. Put up some damn cameras and get his ass on film and take it from there.
In the dark. That's right. In the
That's
dark,
just
bro.
foul.
Just step back in the corner when he walks in. Just get up and... Never mind. Hey, Bob, a trap door, bro, in the floor. Remote. So look, when you walk up, you see him in there. I bet you he come down faster than a drone. The muzzle loader.
Oh, sweet crossbow.
Yeah, Plummet said, oh, shoot, I'll post one now using turtle mode. That's right. Hey, I got one. I don't know if I still got the video. When I first got turtle mode, I got hung up in probably, I'd say 60, 65 feet in a tree. I tried to split S it when I was first doing it. Right on the limb. My son's frustrated, man. He's walking around, he's all bowled up. I see his face getting red, right? Because he knows what we went through in these trees, man. We've been out there hours getting them out of 100-some foot pine trees. And I didn't say nothing, right? So we're walking over there. I'm just like, okay, keep getting mad, Junior. He gets over there. He looks up. He's like, yeah, nice. What are we going to do now? I'm like, oh, I'm going to do this. I said, catch it now. He's on the picnic table, right? It walks right off the freaking table. He never caught the drone. So I like it when you get in trees. Hey, if you guys want to see an epic tree recovery turtle mode, check Night Train's channel out. He leaves the ground, goes around the trailer, comes up, boom! I mean, he's way up in those trees. I'm like, oh, you done messed up now, Mike. Man, he's like, keeps whipping those sticks. Next thing you know, dunk. Came out the tree every time. Look, wait, say got her on March 17th. Dang, you got that
March
bird.
of 17.
Oh, March of 17th. I say, damn.
Tax time.
Cool beans. So yeah, I know, man. It was like immaculate condition still. I did have to replace the one motor that was broke off because it did pull the black wire out of the windings. But hey, no problem. I got 2 brand new ones sitting here. And when I put them motors back together, if you guys remember, I bought them 2 new Hudson motors before for my Nazi one. And I say Nazi, I don't mean to offend no one by that.
It's an SS
It's
model.
an SS model. That's the only reason why I say that. I better stop saying that, honestly.
Yeah, you get in trouble for that now.
But so on my 501 SS, I bought 2 new motors before, but they had like a cheap like washer inside, and when they spun, they made like a grinding sound. So when I went ahead and took them apart, and when I put it back together, I was like, that's not supposed to be in there. So I went ahead and took that out, and just put them together, and now they don't make no noise. I used that new motor on this guy right here on the S, and it's fine. So I don't know why. I guess would they assemble them wrong and put the washer on the inside? So think of when you take your clip off the bottom and you got your little washer, you know, that little thin washer type thing. Our good motors got the what little bronze in there or whatever. But then they have it's like they took that washer and put that washer up inside and then put the bell down and then put the clip on. It was weird the way they did that. Silver Top Flyer, what's up, brother? Where? He says 2 favorite people. Hey, Bradley, that motor and ESC made it back here today.
Love you, babe.
So I want to get it to you. So let me know how I can do that. Oh, the pup beat the evil wizard and saved Halloween. That's awesome. We could have told you at the beginning, but
Don't say a word, okay?
oh, awesome.
Right?
So 1 point went that good.
Uh-huh.
I didn't know, Jim, about that, so I didn't want to say yay on that. I just said, nah, I don't think so. But awesome. So that's cool. You emailed me? Okay. So is things getting any better for you, brother? I hope. I was thinking about you today. Does your phone, does that number you give me accept text? That number, I was wondering. I was going to text you earlier. I really, honestly don't want to call because if you're in a situation you're in, I don't want to burn your minutes out. If that makes any sense. Oh, cool, Thomas. Somebody's already got that. Nice. Somebody beat you to it.
And guys, I apologize in advance for any typos that I am pulling off tonight.
Oh, you were just on pizza, Mike? You ain't sharing, man?
I got bum finger. And it's usually the one that I'm tapping. Well, one out of the 3 that I use, but it hurts.
I think it's cool, too, for you, those that weren't in here. I actually am building a build for a guy now. I think it's cool.
He said, I'm good. I'm working. Yes, it text.
Cool. You good? You're working in text? Yes. That's awesome. I will text you tomorrow, friend.
And he said, I'll email you, not I email.
Actually, friend, brother. Oh, okay. I'll email you. I got you. Hey, I can't read.
I know. I got to keep you straight. You owe me a lot of fruit. That's all I'm saying.
Thank you, Mo. Appreciate that. Chicken and dumpling soup. Oh, no, you ain't had to go doing that, Jim.
You had that the other day. Well, you had chicken and noodle.
I had no chicken and noodle. Man, noodle don't beat no dumpling.
All right. I did not make homemade dumplings. Now, that's the question. Did you make homemade dumplings, or did you buy the ones in the grocery store?
Thank you for hanging out, brother. Oh, hey, TDR, before you go, I did get up with Amazon. They gave me a full refund, and I still have the other goggles here, and I bought another pair this morning. So if they come in, I'm going to check that cable off of those onto those goggles I got here, and we'll see if they work. Jeans RC Addiction, welcome, brother. Thank you for stopping in. Go ahead and make you a moderator, my friend.
Sorry, Axio. He said I want cookies and chicken dumpling soup.
Well, actually, Jersey's not that far.
No, it's not.
I'd drive you some cookies and dumplings up there if you let me drive that truck. I'll drive it, though. I'm going to get in it. That thing is cool, man. I can't stop thinking about that.
That's
because
the best way, Jim. His mother-in-law made the soup, and she homemade.
Oh, yeah. Then that is right on the money.
That is the bomb.
Can you send me a bowl, Jim? Like a big bowl? But, man, that truck is awesome, dude. When you just, like, the sound, the vibration, and everything. When you were explaining how much that you had that thing, whoa. I was like, yeah, drones are not that much. But it's fun to build, too, like that, I bet. I bet that was epic to put all that stuff together. Premiere on the truck, the Mark 7. Oh, dude, I'm watching it. Let me write that down. If anybody knows me, text me at that time. I want to watch that right real big right here on my calendar. Axio.
Let me get my finger straight. I'll make you some makeup.
7 p.m. I bet that thing's gonna be epic, brother. You gonna take it out and drive it over to the truck stop and all for us? Look, I'm writing this huge on my calendar, so I do not forget it.
He'll ask me tomorrow. Whoop, whoop, whoop.
No, I can't miss that. I don't think. I missed that. I'm definitely blind. Just giving you some shit.
Axio, if he's not there, just ask him on Wednesday. Dude, can you see it all?
I drive into the Biden. You know, somebody had a good point the other night. I think it was Bob, the biker, when you were saying, not asking, you were just saying about trailers. We were live, and you were like, I don't know if I'm gonna do a box trailer, a flatbed. A flatbed would be cool, bro. You probably have a couple different ones knowing you, but a flatbed would be cool, bro. Think of like a flatbed, and you put like your cars on it, dude. Your rally cars and stuff like that. That would be sick. Or like a car trailer, and then have the cars stacked on it. That would be a big trailer to do it. That would be sick though, like that. Something you could do and haul your own cars around. Going to fly tomorrow. Dang, 20? That's not bad. They were bad here today, whipping around. So Scott, how you liking that Bugs, brother? I'm sure you're still ripping on that. Did you ever get your let me think. Scott was the only one that had the up air, I think, right? It's the up air that your transmitter went up on, right? Messed up on or something? Come down. Right? Wouldn't that be cool? We all lived near each other and we could just stop over. Then we'd be like, no, don't come over. We're not home. No. John C., welcome. Yeah, John C. is hard at school, man. Getting that grades. Mr. Crowley, welcome. Sean in the house. So, did you put your video up yet, John C? I know you said in a couple of days you're going to do a video. I just want to make sure so I can check it out because notifications are terrible anymore. You guys know that. A lot of actually a lot of them share it on Messenger. They'll send it like right to my phone, and I go to YouTube and watch it. But I've been doing better going around to the channels. I get back into the groove of it. Just everything going on, moving 100 miles an hour. Damn, Jim said I was divorced for sure. Damn. Hey, if we were closer, Jim, yep, Jack would already be flying again. I'd take my Bug's body and rip it apart and put all his stuff in mine or something. Flying tomorrow, Mr. Crowley. Nice. I hope tomorrow my 20 by 20 stack shows up. Crystal don't taunt me no more. Because you guys know what it's like to have this thing built for like 3 months, the frame, the motors.
Yeah, I screwed up.
It hasn't been 3 months. Today, I promise. It's probably been about a month.
And it didn't.
I can't now wait to rip this. I got my 4S packs charged for it. 4S. Yes, you guys heard me correctly. I run 3S on my 5-inch rigs. And you can see on my little guy here, I'm going to run 4S on it. I think the little 3-inch, where to excite me, it has to have power. Because I had that one, man, I throttle up. I'm all the way at top of the throttle. This thing's just going like this, barely lifting off the ground. So I don't think that was legit 3-inch. It's a 3-inch, but it's got a 30-30 stack in it. So I think I want to do probably a Mamba stack in that. I'm going to get the Diatone 20 by 20 for this. I already got it ordered. Like I said, coming tomorrow. Ordered from Race Day Quads. $37.99. It was $41.50 with tax and shipping or whatever. So I'm gonna try that. Drone Mesh did really good reviews on it. Said really nice. So he is the word to trust in that category, I would think. So we're gonna see and rip it. I'm gonna put an XM Plus in it. I do have an XM, just a mini. Hey, Mike, you think that XM would work good for a 3-inch? You think I'd have any fail safes or anything? Or do you think that's just probably the 5-inch that they do that on? 4S on that. Yeah, Jim, 4S on that little monster. And if I somewhere's around here, I got some props for a 3-inch, and I actually have a set of Azura props. The Azura props on them are real, like, they look like a boomerang prop almost. They're supposed to be the fastest props, from what people are saying.
Mo said if she lived closer to her and I'd be at the beach all the time. And the boys,
Oh, dude, you have no idea.
Y'all would be
The
flying.
beaches.
But that's what I said.
Hop away.
Jim's like, oh, that's okay. Y'all go ahead to the beach and enjoy yourself.
Yeah,
and
Mike.
leave the boys to fly. I said, yeah, what they don't understand is why
I better go with that
footage
Plus.
from the beach. Just saying. Then the guys are all gonna be like, damn, why didn't we go to the beach?
So think about that Plus on that 3-inch, bro. You imagine that 3-inch, like you could. I know with the Plus so far, I've flown a good ways away from me with the 5-inch, like just ranging it, going across the field. I can imagine that little tiny thing this big. And the another thing I want to get for that, one loud ass beeper, because you're right. You don't want this thing to go down and have to look for it. It has red motors and it's going to have a blue strap, but yeah, that is going to kind of be hard to find. And that's why, if you guys didn't notice, I put the yellow and the orange on the tape to try to give it a little bit more on the ground game, if you know what I mean. But if you guys have never lost your drone, so to speak, take your drone, okay, to a field, right? Just go like this. Walk to the edge of the field and just go. Don't wing it now. Pay attention where it falls and drops. And then turn around, walk away, okay? Take your eyes off of where it fell, but make sure you know where it's at so you can still go recover it. And then go back and try to find it. Dollar to a donut, you're going to look for probably a little bit and go, yeah, it was right here. I walked right past it with no buzzers or no nothing because I use no beepers. I have one drone with a beeper, and that's Letty. None of that stuff. I do none of that. I'll tell you what I rely on is my DVR. I look at my DVR if something happens, and I go back and find it. I have not been able to find my antenna that I lost through my goggles.
Well, we need Gene.
Dude, your Vortex. Yes, I saw that flight, Gene.
Mini in no time in the field. In weeds. So we need Gene's eyes out here.
But Gene also had, am I right, Gene? You kind of, in your goggles, you saw where you went down in those. You're talking about where you come off your property, you want to cross that field, across the road, and you come back around when she dropped like that down in on you? I think that was your Vortex. I want to say Immersion. I always call your and Dan's things Immersions.
Yeah, and I've gave up on that antenna because that antenna was actually like in the field, you know, where they plow and they plant. And if that antenna survived, I'd be amazed.
Well, no, they haven't cut yet over there yet. That's the thing. But when they do, I think that disc. Well, look, they usually go by and cut at first. I think if they cut it, I might. It's beeping up the storm. Okay, so you did have a beeper on it. Cool. Yeah, 9 times out of 10, mine don't have beepers on it, and I just go off of, like, that's why I try to say when you fly, try to remember. I don't know, I can't explain that. Other FPV flyers might be able to explain it to you. As I fly, my brain's scanning things, and I like to fly into, kind of like when I go over there and fly, I kind of stay on, like, a track, if you know what I mean, in my brain. That way, if something happens, I can go back and find parts. But that antenna that day, it was stupidity in my part because
we tried a metal detector, Eric.
Oh yeah, dude, I tried.
Rusty was out there for hours. I was out there for hours. My mom has a metal detector. I went up there and borrowed it for like 2 weeks straight.
Nothing.
Could not find it.
I'm thinking what happened was, I know what happened. It was in my Wizard, so it was in this guy here, in the VTX. All right, I crashed it, and I went down on the back end of it, and I broke the zip tie off here. Well, then Russell was like, hey, I'm going to rip the Wiz. I haven't ripped that in forever. So he goes and, gets on. I didn't even think about the strap. It just broke, so it was just hanging. But what happened was when he crashed it, which I think he crashed, it may have just been due to it coming off, but I think when I hit, I broke the SMA connector and it wasn't on there much. So I'm thinking what happened is as he was flying, that antenna would come out like this. So I'm thinking it just fell off and the prop hit it. That just flung it wherever it took it. You see, this is my beater. I got a purple motor on that corner. Green blacks. These motors here, I can't remember what they were called. Lets me look, because they're terrible trash and you never want to buy them. I promise you this. Hobby Mate 2205s, don't buy them. If you even found these motors for $2 a piece, throw them in the trash. And I'll tell you why. It snaps every time. You're only taking these props on and off, the shafts. You're only taking them off so many times. Let me grab my bag over here and I'll show you why I say that. And remember, that's my opinion now. That's not me just bashing.
This is not a paid promotion.
Yeah, this is not a paid promotion. Fuck them motors. You're fun. But I still have my this one here. This is the original Wiz motor, and I ripped a winding out. But I'm thinking I could fix that. But I'm gonna get a set of believe it or not, Eachine motors for it because I like those motors and that setup.
Mom wants to know.
These are my new motors I'm gonna put on a build. You guys like these? Let me show you compared to a motor, to a regular motor. No, I'm kidding. That's for my unique.
Mo wants to know if the AKK BS2 microcam is any good for a little Whoop mod.
How much are you paying? Can I be nosy? Because if you go to GearBest, I like to use the ones from GearBest. They are called a LST. They're 800 TVO lines. They're real nice. But for a Whoop, I'd say pretty much anyone. I like mine. Where's mine? I'll show you. Let me grab the motor first. But I like the LST one mode because the antenna pops off. So it has a if you see the antenna there, I got it heat shrinked. But I can take this off and pop this antenna off and replace the antennas. Or I can put on a connector, snap it onto here, put this in a big drone, and run an SMA connector off and screw an FPV antenna onto it. So that's why I like them, and they're at GearBest. They're roughly in the $15 range, so you might be able to find one a lot cheaper. But pretty much any of your Whoops run like this. And if you look at this one, Mo, this is what you're going to put it on, something like this. You can put it on and pick your power up right here. Positive and negative, just go underneath here and plug your battery in. Look which way your positive and negative is. And I say that because some of them are flipped over, so I can't just tell you to put it in this way. And then, so, you know, mimic it and just do it on top. Just solder it in. Works perfect. And this is a, I know Mike's looking at this going, yeah, look at the pepper. This is actually a small pepper 6. I don't know what, I'm not saying it right, but it's the 6mm board with 7mm Whoops. I was sitting around one day and just came up with that idea. Lewis get ready to come here and say you're full of shit too. Now Lewis Baduga, that's what he calls. That's what he did. He took a little small pepper, a 6 mil one, put it in the E11 frame with the 7mm motors. Nice. It does fly good. You still have the baby transmitter. About that Clark Kent's channel.
He said, "Is this not that?" There you go.
I see TH.
You're
that.
flopping letters again.
Yeah, Clark Kent.
Superman.
Hey, I got them Superman colors. Let me show you. Boom, boom, boom. Look at that. Bam.
And Mo said exactly a little H36.
H36, yes. You're going to want to leave the canopy off of it because it's going to weigh down too much. So just take your canopy, take you some hot glue. You can see what I did. So So this shows you guys here, like, so you guys know I can print my behind off, and you can see I went old school in this. A dab of hot glue underneath the cam, level the camera, give it just a little bit of a tilt, and then a rubber band.
Somebody lied to you.
Why?
Because they're still following you around.
What is?
You said you could print your behind off, and it's still back there.
Let me show you guys these motors. I just had them the other day in my hands.
Whoa! John said I flew my JJR-6 H-36 and Furby F-36 today.
Nice.
He said the Furby F-36 has more power than the JJR-C H-36. There's too many damn letters and numbers in these drone names. Have you guys noticed that?
I
The
didn't get
little one, the
nothing
next
today.
size up, the next size up. There should be something like that. Something simple.
I don't think I find the motors right now.
Kiss.
But
Keep it simple, stupid.
yes, nah. Kids, I don't know. People have a lot of problems with kids.
That is the acronym for KISS. I'm
Yeah.
not talking drones. Not everything that comes out of my lips means drones.
Yeah.
I know, living with a drone addict, I'm supposed to only speak drone.
Look, you know, Hobby makes like hide my motors on me because they don't want me to show you guys. I just found them though. Looking right past them.
Eric says, oh, and a hot glue gun. Let's
Check
see.
on
There's one up there.
check on
There's another one around here somewhere. I burnt one up.
hot glue guns. I
I
have
had to replace one
two
of
at the
them.
moment. Hot glue, dude. That's hot glue all me all day. Hot glue, zip ties, super glue, black electrical tape. That's your friend in drones. So anyway,
He's sitting out here eating a shell.
imagine that. Here's that motor
What are you doing?
and what it does. You see how it snaps
Bubble
the
is
shaft
a
off?
funny,
That's a
not
two-piece
good.
shaft that they're using in that. You can see that's hollow inside. You can see where they just set it down in there when they're doing it. So you might say, well, why do you beat them motors up? I mean, you could probably have one go bad. Yeah, but when you're breaking
No.
2 and 3, that sucks.
Here.
But they're
Here's a mine shot. Don't eat the big tree.
they're nice as far as the bearings in them. They feel good and smooth. The shafts in them are just terrible. Now, is there any solution to that, guys? I don't think it is, right? Because the shaft goes all the way through, so we just couldn't, like, you know what I mean? Go ahead and drill that out or something, and then put it. I know it's not worth messing with because they're just down your drone, but I always think of situations about that, like, what can I do to fix these? What's he getting into?
Oh, he was trying to eat the big tree. Scoot over.
I got a computer with the motor. Uh-oh. Scoot over. Where's he at?
He's right back there.
I don't want to move.
I'm hoping they can see the chair. All right, guys. Quick peek of Acro because he's not too fond of being picked up
Quick.
at this moment.
Everybody pay attention. Let's make sure I'm presenting myself.
Yep.
She's not going to get him.
Yeah, I
No.
will. Hold on. Come here.
Be careful with him.
I got him.
Ball him up in your arms. He is getting stronger as the days go by. But that's why I say on them motors, and that's my fault because I buy cheaper motors, $40, I think, for the set of those, honestly. So now I've learned to use like the DYS ones. I just don't. I don't know. I just don't. Well, for one, I don't have the money, but I really don't want to spend like $100 on a set of motors. I'd rather put that in the FPV and the goggles.
Acro says hi.
Say hi, everybody.
Hi.
All right, get him down. He's nervous. And see, he's so fragile. You don't want to clench him tight because you might end up breaking something on him, and that really sucks. And you can hurt his insides or puncture something. Hit bunny. Hey, Lewis, do you like that? This whoop that I built. I went ahead and put this together, man. An idea I had just out of the top of my mind. He even told me, I'm like, you know what, bro? I got those freaking same exact drone here. I could literally do that. So then look, when I first built it, I had the 7 Insane motors. Dude, the shafts are much bigger than your average E11 7 mils. I'm like, bro, I got to get props now. I don't even have props. He's like, no, they're the same as the 6. And I'm like, no, not mine. I remembered I had the 7 mil motors. Yeah, bro. No, this is the one, the pepper, remember? That you told me take the pepper board and then put the 7E11, put it in the E11 frame with the motors.
He got a treat. He's good now.
He's good now. I got it. I got that whoop that I got to finish building. I got so much of those little things I got to build. I just don't. I'm in the 5-inch right now. Quad farm, Rob. What's up, brother? I like your comment. You said, "Man, you went right out there and hit that gap, penetrate that thing." That's what I try to tell you guys. When I fly, I don't think, I just go with it. So I'm just going down the field like this, right? When I went through that part, I didn't even realize. I know that the combines have the sweeper on it, but I didn't know they had those arms that went like this, the fingers that went all off different ways. So when I kind of go down there and get into that, I'm like, oh. It was fun though, and I'll be doing more of that. I want to get out there when I'm actually doing it and mess with them, and they're cool like that. They're cool farmers. They're all day about it. Damn it, and missed aggro. Yeah, he is a little bit sketchy about picking him up. Nah, right? Ed loves me.
Mm-hmm. Ed said, "Stop it, Ray.
So
You're hungry for a rabbit."
I'm gonna put that video up there, guys. I can't click it right now. Adam, it'll boot me. Hey, Scott, thank you for hanging out, brother. I appreciate you, man. I get over there and watch some more of your videos.
And Ed said you gotta watch his video. He mentioned you.
Okay, Ed, I will. I caught a couple of yours the other day. I gotta watch.
Is it the last one, Ed? Is that what you said?
What was the last one I watched of Ed's?
The one from yesterday, I think you said.
I've been watching a lot of videos here lately again. I get over here tinkering around, and I'll just watch the video. And it sucks. I'll literally watch it, like, and then I'll not even comment and click on to the next video. And I know that doesn't show my footprint there, but if you look at my like videos, it's there. But that's still no excuse. Then I can start up my glasses on my head. I had them on my head all day today, putting that ghost back together. You know what I almost did? A Mike Birdman almost cussed you today, brother. I almost put that ghost all back together, right? So a brain fart said, check your transmitter. You just got rid of an i6. Make sure you are binded to that. Guess what? I sent you the i6 I had to ghost bind it to. So I had to go in and rebind it. But the good thing is I didn't put the top cover on first. So I'd had to go back in. Yeah, because I couldn't have got my hand up in there and pressed that bind button.
Oh, Roy says hi to Axel. Hi, Roy.
Oh, hey, Roy.
Nosy bumps and wiki wicks, baby boy.
Mr. Crowley, I watched yours now, but I literally stopped watching your channel when it happened to Snuggies because I just couldn't.
Well, any of you guys.
Well, no, because the video that Snuggies did to him, it was just like.
But any of you guys that have a pet, know that
I'm good with that now.
So.
Oh yeah.
And you know, once something happens, you don't want any type of reminders.
An exotic pet is even. I can't say it's worse because I haven't lost like a cat or a dog. But
it's a different bond.
It is different.
And I mean, for me, I stayed off Facebook because everything about me on Facebook is nothing but bunnies.
Yeah,
I'm involved in I'm involved in more bunny groups than I am drone groups. So imagine that.
I'd have put that bird back together.
I go on Facebook, I automatically see bunnies.
I'd have put that bird back together. That damn bird, man. No. I'd have kicked myself in the ass for not checking before. I'm sleepwalking already. Good night, Baduga. I really appreciate you hanging out, brother. Love you. Yeah, me neither, bro.
They are, Rob. They're all fur babies. They're all our kids, no matter what. But if you notice, Rob, and I know you will.
I will, bro.
Each breed of animal has its own little unique things. And
oh, yeah.
That's why we say bunnies are a totally different breed because they'll act like a dog. They can do tricks. They can follow commands. But man, they have their own little.
That's all around 27
things. So
some chickens.
Yes, I mean, and people don't think about it.
I
Yes,
remember,
people keep chickens as pets.
I forget what we were doing one day. We were in the lobby talking, and we were talking about something. We said, yeah, when you're flying FPV, try to count, right? And someone said, yeah, that'd be like Rob trying to count his goats he's flying over. That FPV one was cool, and he starts running, and the camera's like, and you're like, yeah, mid throttle oscillations. Too funny. Oh, it's so bad. Oh, the dwarf goat, Russell. Hey, Rob, do you have any of the ones that fall over?
Fainting goats.
Fainting goats. Our son loves the fainting goats.
Yeah, Ed, you know what volunteer animals are. You know, they kind of like just
It's funny,
find
that's right.
their way
Thank
to
you, Baduga.
and they stay.
Hey, Ed, you need some goats, bro. You imagine how they'd keep that track cleaned up for you, bro? And hey, a giraffe maybe. He'll even trim the trees up for
Oh
you.
my God.
One day, Ed, I'd hope to come down there and rip that track with you, man. I'd be having you in so much trouble, though. Trust me. You'd be like, damn, bro, how'd you just do that? And you would be out there trying to rip it and get in trouble. That's what me and E-Drone, every time we get together, it's always... Let me think. Have I flown with Eric and ever came back without breaking a drone? Did I break my wizard? I didn't break my wizard today. Hit the goalpost. Nah, so I think I did fly with Eric and come back without smashing a drone. Or Eric messing his drone up. Uh-oh. Mice in your garage, you think working as Terminator friends? My place with the whoop. Yeah, our cats don't like it, right? Ninny was in on the bed. I come up with the whoop, and I'm like, 4x4 camping drones. Welcome, brother. I think I saw you up here earlier. I saw you come up there. Yeah, so I hovered in front of her, right, like this. She goes, wham! It just goes.
Well, it says,
they run after
I
him now, Ed.
volunteer for you to take care of me. Ed, you're going to at least have to show up on my deck and, I don't know, rub up against my pant leg or something. I mean, you can't just stick your paw up and say, me. It doesn't quite work
what's up,
that
brother?
way, baby.
What's new? A GoPro mount I made today. What else is new? Oh, let me show you what's new. Not new, but remastered. Check this out, Nate. Got it all back together now. That is the Ehang Ghost Drone 3.1. Not another one like it. You can't go, yeah, Walmart sells those, or I can get one of those offline. Not this one. You can do the same thing I done to it, but you won't have the awesome paint job. Of course, Honey Lulu would probably dip anybody's, but like I said, you won't. I don't know.
All gonna be
I say that with Honey Lulu, but her abilitile, she might be able to pull a second one off.
Nuh-uh. They'll all always be unique.
I know they'll always be unique, but wouldn't that be amazing? Hey, we would know to watch out for her. She did another one and it turned out just like this. We're like, whoa.
Why are you in John's dreams?
Because John is sexy and we're like always in each other's dreams. I don't know. I'm sure he will hump your leg like a dog. Talking about hump day's coming. It's Halloween. You have Crystal Justice's channel with the Wacky Wednesday. There's gonna maybe be some dress ups, who knows? And don't forget, we have the FPV Noob Tube. They're gonna do it this Wednesday. They're also dressing up, I think. I could be lying, I don't know. No one screenshot that and tell them. But yeah, check them out. Don't forget the FPV Noob Tube, guys. It's going to be this Wednesday because they usually every other Wednesday. So I want to kind of remind everybody this Wednesday. Chuck It, Josh Withrow, I'm gonna just call it out there. Plummet, FPV, Mike, Night Train FPV, Leopard Quad. I was on it once before. Probably forgetting a bunch of other people. Check them out. Oh. Get off.
Stop. That makes me think about the conversation the other day.
Yes.
Don't. No.
There's
No,
a story.
don't.
No, there's a story I can't tell, but
He can give you a rundown version with no names, no
talking
information.
about those collars, someone was playing with one of them, and they had it in their
It
hand.
was not me.
It goes
was
from
not me.
0 to 6. It was on the lowest setting, and they don't know what happened, but when they were holding it, yeah, that thing just went nuts. Funny story. No, not me, man. It just the story can't be told because it's crazy. Yeah, but they are
Oh.
definitely.
Whoa.
Ed,
Looks like Maury.
yeah, it does look like Mars.
No, my cat Morris that
But
I grew up with.
It looks like Mars.
Yeah.
The cat. Well, but the white. Pretty, Ed.
Ed, I had a cat like that growing up,
It's so
and this little hussy was a wild cat that my mom actually drug out
John, I'll
from
tell
underneath
it to
the
you.
house. And it was funny
stuff,
because
man.
the cat hated my mom. And anytime my mom would walk by, the cat would literally close. So my mom had its front claws removed. I know, horrible thing to do. Actually hurt. I was a kid, had no say. But the cat would then box.
Night Axio, thank you for hanging out, brother. Hey, I definitely will be there tomorrow at 7 p.m. Tomorrow's Tuesday.
No, John, my hand's not okay, baby. Can you see that finger?
I'm not involved in no other live stream tomorrow, so yours is it.
Look at that. Look at that one compared to that one. No, not okay. Hurts. I loved you to death, John, but you really didn't have to send me your bum finger.
Yeah, that's right, John. Your finger.
Yeah, John's finger got good. My finger got bumped.
Over freaking bugs. Tells you he's a droner, not a stoner. What's the cat named Chris?
I poked something too hard, John. I got mad. I poked something.
My chest hurts.
I jammed it, and from the looks of it on the inside, I busted the
She was like pointing on the table. She's like, I told you, right?
I didn't poke Chris. That's the good thing, okay? He claims his chest hurts, and it doesn't.
Then she gets out in the car, and she's like, oh, I must have done something with my finger. I do it all the time. Like, me and Russell will play around, and he'll go to, like, punch me, right? I just punch his hands. He hates that. Because he can't take those knuckle punches on them knuckles, you know what I mean? He's like, stop. So one day he punched me right here. And, like, broke a vessel in my thumb. Oh, man, it was sore as heck. Bend that thumb, like, oh, man. You kicking people? No, I ain't kicking nobody. It can be very annoying when the batteries get low. Yes. Beep, beep. Hey, no. You guys have no idea about smoke detectors with bad batteries. In her RGA room.
Oh, my God.
Beep, beep, doo, doo, ding, ding.
The bad thing, I'm not kidding, okay? When I brought Chris in for inventory,
it was
right?
53?
53 of one kind that still had the batteries in them, so they were going off. And about 30 to 40 of another, and there was another 6
yeah, it
and
was
another
like over
8.
100 smoke
He
detectors.
opened up the door and walked in, and all you hear is chirp, 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 chirp. He's like,
I'm like,
what the hell is that
where's
noise?
R2D2
There's a box
at?
of smoke detectors down there. He says, why are they still beeping? He said, what's going on? I said, it has to eventually wear down. He's like, you're kidding.
Come on, now you're
no.
starting to put it together now. No, I'm kidding. I won't put a collar on Crystal.
No, I get to play with the shock collar.
Good night, John. Thanks for hanging out, brother.
They do, and they really seriously do. And I mean, you can only have, even if you have like 2 or 3 of them in there, it sounds because it's a concrete
Yeah.
building.
Reaper.
So I mean, you got
what's up, brother?
concrete brick walls.
Jeremy.
And an echo. So there, I mean, it's everywhere.
Chris, I have an idea that can help you find list drones. Okay. I mean, lost drones. Okay. I don't plan on losing none. Chris with a shot collar.
Ray, so
Not Chris with a shot collar. That's funny stuff when we got told that, though. You're like, what? We have to milk the goats. Ooh. You milk them all, Rob, or just so many at a certain time? You got your job ahead of you, man. You milk all them, especially all your chickens got to pick the eggs. But your name fits it all. Fried Farm.
Yeah, and tomorrow's statement day, so I get to fold papers of this. And then Wednesday I get to stack more pallets for the Square D thing, because Aunt's going down from Square D. She's going to help me out.
You milk. Milk frogs.
I'm not touching that one. I swear to God, I'm not touching that one.
Oh, man. All of them twice a day. Damn! You'd be nipple grabbing. You got a machine that does it? Or?
Damn! Ed figured it out. He said, I can picture it now, Ray. Then she'd go whack Chris without even getting out of the chair. Man, I ain't even got to lift my hands. All I got to do is just sit here and push buttons. And if I really
No, that's the thing. It's not a training collar that we're talking about. This was a legit collar. So it's made for when your dog barks. So when he keeps barking,
yeah, even if he whimpers.
Even if he whimpers, it gets in that ass. I think if another dog next to him barks, it'll get in that ass. So he's got to like keep the other dogs quiet.
Ah, yes, sir. Yes, sir. Makes sense. Yellow fluorescent nail polish and battery-powered black light.
Man, do you know what kind of field is over here? I would need a black light like a helicopter.
No.
That's a good idea, though.
I can get the battery-powered black lights at work that are about yay long. Man,
I get an 8-foot fluorescent and start dragging it.
They can cast some light. Or I can get you a black light blue.
No. But, yep. So hopefully tomorrow I will be snapping this little guy around. I have to steal an antenna off of one of my drones because when I crashed up Eric's, I lost one of my antennas off my XM Plus. So I took it off my XM Mini and put on to that. So I would need the antenna for this little guy. It's not a Dragon Nay, but it's pretty. When it's together, it looks like it's a miniature alien, is what it is. The frame. Jeremy, tomorrow, man, gonna get the stack for her. Supposed to show up today in the mail, but Crystal lied to me.
Look, okay, I was in pain, I was busy, and I misread something. Shoot me. Oh, for
$18? Cool. Which drone is it? I like to say, like, for a beginner drone, like a Cyma X5. Nice and sturdy. Take that thing out, put an FPV camera on, not in the beginning. Yours is whooped out. Mine were until I literally built that one, or this one rather. Was that right? Sure. I gotta get That's the only thing I can honestly say. Mike, get an E11. Whoop. If you can find an Eachine E11, get it, dude. This with the jumper, amazing. It's like having a $150 Whoop Inductrix. It literally flies that great. Like, there's no up and down. It flies just like, I mean, no problem. Y'all saw me before fly with that jumper, with that E11. I can come in here and hit any gap in this room with it. It is amazing.
Bradley, honey, don't worry about those typos. I'm having a hard time with my own typos tonight.
Do they have a module for the Tyrannus? I think they do, right? The QX7? Don't they have like a module where you could fly like Eachine E11 or something? Because if they could, I'd get another E11 quickly. Actually, I don't have to get another one. I still got my board for this one somewhere. I did say somewhere. I had a bunch of them hanging on the wall. That's why I'm looking. I got an E10, a couple E10s.
What were the ones that we got from
This is one of them.
Yeah, was that an E11?
No, they're 6s.
I didn't know.
But the 6mm pepper boxers, they're a lot better than the H36s in my eyes. Them motors are a lot more pep and all that.
Oh god, it's too bad I don't want somebody in there. You know,
Oh, you can, Mike? Cool.
I had the perfect idea for Wacky Wednesday, and they would all fall out.
What?
I need to
Yeah.
get
See what Bradley said? The coldness. Remember what you said with your mountain
It
Dew?
makes sense. Look, I ran home today on my lunch break.
Grabbed the dew. She's like, oh, it feels good on my hand.
I did this at 6:30 this morning. So I ran home on my lunch break, and that was probably about 1:30 to grab some packages. And I grabbed a Mountain Dew. Oh my God, the Mountain Dew was ice cold. And all I could think all the way back to work was, man, that feels so good. God. So when I never even popped the top because just the coolness felt so good. I went to work, I stuck it in the fridge so I could chill it back up again, and guess where it's still sitting? In the fridge at work.
Uh-oh. Oh, I drink it. What? So Plummet put a video up with some crashes. I would show it, but then that would take away from his views. I don't want to do that. Going to see how much the F36 is. Ray, I'm telling you, get the E11, bro. If you're gonna buy a Whoop, I bet you the E11 ain't much than the F36. So, first of all, the Furby F36, I don't really like that one, to be honest with you. I do have it. Actually, my dad's got it. I got it from Level 1 Bob, and my dad wanted to see if he could manhandle one of these little monsters. So I sent it over there with him with like 8 or 10 batteries, and he flies it around the living room. I don't like the Furby F36 because you cannot
and his
break
dad
protocol.
is vision impaired, so
Yeah, my dad cannot see this
what is
far
it he
from
has?
macular
Degenerate disease. So as you guys know, he is slowly losing his eyesight, and he's actually enjoying it.
Nay, did you get that other picture or sent or image for Cap channel? I think that was the 4K image they sent me that time. I have a Whoop. Yep, Bradley. Yeah, I did. I sent you that. That's right. That's the 10. Okay. I was looking there going, man, where'd that 10 go? I know where it went now. I told you, I don't remember all that stuff. I don't.
He does, but he doesn't.
I do, but I don't, yeah.
Gotta love it.
That's like my parts over here, these boxes, those 3 boxes. I have so much in those boxes. I don't even know. Like, I go through that box and be like, whoa. Stuff that I've gotten, like, just trading or whatever, or working on somebody's stuff, and they just throw me some parts for doing it.
Yeah. Let me clarify something, because it came to our attention today.
And there's a transmitter for it.
Yes, there is a lot of money involved on this back wall.
Yeah, I didn't realize.
Okay, that does not mean that they were all bought as a kid, that they were all purchased, poof, done and bought.
I think it had a camera on it.
It did not happen like that. As you guys have
It did it one
seen,
time, Bradley.
Chris gets different parts from different places. He does what he considers horse trading, bartering, swapping, whatever you want to call it.
I'd rather do that than buy stuff.
Because my little paycheck ain't gonna pay for all that.
No, you need Nay's money to have all this.
I'm not kidding. I'll gladly show you my paycheck. I make $380 a week.
I could burn out a quad.
You guys know that.
Hey, I didn't know. Look. So when I go through, when someone goes, well, I like this quad of yours, I'd like you to build me that one. I'm impressed when I sit down and start figuring out the parts on that thing.
No,
like,
that's when it gets scary.
whoa. I'm like, wow. I'm thinking like, damn, I was hoping these guys be like in buck 50 range. Nah, we're a little bit more than that. Well, you got to think everybody knows when you first start out, you're going to spend a little bit more in it because you got to get your transmitter and
right, Night Train? Try supporting a family of 3 on that paycheck.
Yeah. You're right, Mike. I could do that in a day, too. That's why I said the KISS builds and all, I just eventually maybe, dude, I was looking at parts today, and that one KISS ESC, I think, was like $120. I'm like, whoa.
Yeah, you do, Rob. It's just a different type of job,
10
baby.
years. Yeah, bro, you're killing it on what you do.
You have a labor of love.
Yeah, exactly.
There's a big difference in that.
Woohoo! Damn right. Goggles, right?
Right. A set of goggles. Poof, there goes my paycheck.
But yeah, you could, when you first get started, it does cost you just a little bit. Like when I first got the Tyrannus, Ed, I love you to death. Ed sent me my first receiver for it. He's like, man, you got that Tyrannus, you have to have a receiver. I'm like, I'll get one eventually. Now I've got almost all my rigs turned over to it now. Ain't that something how it happens? Like you don't have it and all of a sudden everything. This guy always will be Fly Sky because that's Russell's rig. I got it all good for him today. Got some bolts back in the camera.
Go. The Zupa Q165 Riot quadcopter at Fly's Electronics for $18.
Zupa. I've heard of that Zupa.
Who else was talking about that? Was it Brian?
No, I was looking at that thing one time or something. I can't remember.
Yeah, Night Train, that's the thing. If you have
cool giant.
Expensive parts, if one of those expensive parts dies, it's down for a while.
I'll check that out.
As it is with Chris's, he tends to run cheap parts because that's what Chris can afford.
It's not that.
And so if a part goes down, usually I can afford $15, $20 and get him a new ESC, a new motor, something along that. I can't spend $100, $200 on a part.
A badass dirt bike in my shed. I guarantee you, I could sell and probably build 3 KISS rigs. I have a 4-wheeler I could sell it, and you know what I mean. I wouldn't do it. I would sell that thing and build 6 Basher quads versus 1 major quad.
Nay, honey, do you mean Fry's Electronics? FRY instead of FLY?
Comes with a nice controller. I have to check that out. That Zupa, the name Zupa, it sounds familiar for some reason. Some odd reason, Zupa. Hey, Nay, I got the eyesight. Did you see it? The newest eyesight out. iFlight, I mean. Whatever that radio is, I'm just kidding.
He's got eyesight over here now. Look out, guys.
X-Light. That's what it is. I knew it's X, Y, something.
You got eyesight problems.
Now, the Turnigy Evolution. So this is where my son's in the Fly Sky. This is what I'm going to see if he's interested in. Not interested in, he likes it, but if he can fly with it, that's what we're going to see. And then eventually might move him over to the X-Light. Yes, it did. You need the original raw video, and that's just for caps, right? You got mine. Mine's all good. I'll see if I can't get you that day then, the original. Because a video, it's like, it always says it's too large to send or something. But I'll try to see if he can't send that to you somehow. And I heard you can run BLA. Okay, John or Chai, awesome. Good news. I mean, don't get me wrong. I see when everybody builds them and the way they fly. I like I call it like exotic sound, and they have a different sound. It seems like when they build like those KISS builds, like their drone, dude, they have to push the drone. You know what I mean? Like the motors and all, it sounds like they're like pushing it instead of it dragging them along. And I think that's the cool part about it, especially if you get it tuned right. And does KISS have is KISS what am I thinking? Is KISS got bots or do you do the tuning yourself? Dang, did he? Stu flew with the Evo for over a year or so? Shit. I didn't believe they say Ketchum ripped with this. It's nice. I might try to rip with it. Who knows? Maybe that's different. I did play video games for years. Tune KISS. Oh, you can tune KISS. Okay. Yep, tune the hell out of KISS. Okay, so that's what it is. So you guys, so is that you guys understand what I'm saying? Like you push the drone. Like I ain't never really like figured that much out about like mine. When I get on mine, I've messed with some rates now. You know what I mean? So they don't drag me like they used to. I'm kind of in control. But that kiss and all, to me, it seems like it's like just dragging through the air, and I don't mean dragging in a bad way. I mean awesome. You know, it's like, and then there's like they do that like a short flip and all that. Seems like the drone isn't rared up if you get what I'm saying. You seem like you're doing some good homework on it, Chai.
Guys, if you're interested, there's the Amazon link for the Zupa Q165. It's only 99 cents more than at Fry's Electronics.
Yep. Okay. So yeah, I know I saw that before, and that is a good a really good one because I remember somebody flung that thing. I just can't remember who had it. That's why I remember the Zupa.
And there's the Metacube.
Yeah, the Metacube. That's a pretty nice little thing. The only thing about the little whoops is your biggest downfall is the transmitter. That's why I think the small pepper is nice because it comes with those extenders on it already.
Night Bradley.
Versus your little thumb pads that your normal transmitters have. Night Bradley, thanks for hanging out, brother. Appreciate it. I will text you tomorrow, my friend.
And Mo is going to get her grill board. She's got meatloaf.
Oh, meatloaf. Have a good one and enjoy your meatloaf, Mo. I hear you, Nate. More drones and more explanation. Yeah. Well, you better get ready, bro, because I plan on building a bunch more. My goal is to, I have a behemoth here, another behemoth here, and then the flame wheels down behind here. So them three will probably get moved to the top.
You know,
and then I want to put this whole wall.
I'm hoping that they only has like maybe one, maybe two.
So if you guys want to donate a drone for the wall, they're like, yeah, right.
Because Nay, you do realize how many drones he totally has, right?
Oh, I got enough. Not race drones. These just all race drones. I got enough drones to just start piling on top of these shelves, and it would just like look like it's falling over. And they're not too bad out there no more. I've given a lot away. I was over at easy 120 drones, and I've given away a lot of the toy grades. And you guys know that's where most of your money's at. Those toy grades. You go to Walmart, spend $90 on a freaking drone like this. It's like, what made me buy this? What is wrong with me? I used to do that so much, man. Go get a drone, or Crystal will be like, yeah, just Kmart's got this on sale, that on sale. I'm like, can we go check them out? And man, then you get in there and they're like, wow, they're that cheap. Let's get two of them there. And that's my brain.
Oh my God, when Kmart was going out of business.
We're buying the crap out of them.
When Toys R Us went out of business.
That's where I got that one I gave you, Mo. The Striker was? Yes. Mm-hmm. Give someone else Striker. I can't remember half the drones I gave away. Okay, Nate, go ahead. Hey, any link you want to drop in here, man, you have my full permission. Drop it. You don't have to ask or nothing. That's anybody in here. If you want to drop a plug for another channel, there's one I specifically wouldn't want you to drop a plug for, but not being mean. It's just they don't do it for me. So, but if you're in here and you want to drop like a link or a plug or something to like that, I'm cool with that. That's no problem. I have one toy grade and it's badass. On my third. One toy grade and it's badass, and you're on your third. Let me try to guess that, Rob. I'm gonna say I know a lot of the FPV guys go with what is that one? Holy Stone. Is the name right? Holy Stone. What is that one? I know a lot of the FPV guys are going Holy Stones. My toy grade quad that I like, I would have to probably first go to the JJRC H31, which is right here. I get it, shades. I can't point now. This thing here is a ripper. Waterproof. You can take it out and drop it. Well, probably not because it's got the antenna sticking out top now. Waterproof there. You can take this thing and drop it in a swimming pool. Now, if it starts to sink, you're in trouble. It's Holly. What's going on?
No, it's Holly.
Holly, but okay. Holly Stone. But the H31, yes. A
Love
beast.
you, John.
And John loves this baby too.
He said, my plug, support MD95 TSI. He works for free and he does it for us.
Thank you, John. I really appreciate that. That's for damn sure, because I don't make nothing on this but the love that you guys show me back. And I love you guys for showing it back. That's all I ask for. But yes, I like this. The WO Toys B686 is another good one. The Wyzan Tarantula. This guy right here. Let me find it. I'm gonna bring it on right there. That's a monster, man. A beast of a drone. Josh! Eyeballs. Where's my eyeballs? I got my eyeballs right here.
Oh my God, y'all ready to laugh? Josh, he lost his eyeballs.
Josh lost his eyeballs. One's getting ready to fall.
Oh God, they're all like, damn, I left you early.
Somebody screenshotted that, I'm sure.
Yeah, one eyeball in, one eyeball out.
I was reminding everybody, Josh, to stop by the FPV Noob Tube on Hump Day. I heard at least one person's going to be dressed up. Not sure about Josh, but I wouldn't put it past him. I've stuck a couple of these just different places, Josh. So if you see these little eyeballs around, might have been me.
Sweet. Oh, my switch took a cheers and see if
That is like a cheers and tips, and that's what I started.
That's what we started on, actually. From there's where is it? The little one used to be back there. Where's that? Is it out in the hallway now?
Yes.
Ours was blue.
Orange.
I thought there was a blue one.
I have blue ones. I have a handful of the minis.
I knew John was still hanging around.
That's an infrared one from Five Below. If you literally have a Five Below in there, you can go grab that, buzz that thing around your living room. Remember, I did say infrared, so watch your sunlight. It will not work. This is a Proto Z. These things were sold at Ollie's for like $5.
Out of the sink of dishes,
So I
babe.
bought one.
That's not a good
I
deal.
bought two, and I literally bought gave away probably at least 5 of them. So here is my first drone, guys. You want to see what started me? Right there. Look at that camera drone. This was the smallest camera drone in today. It's got an SD card goes in the side. And you get yourself about a 1.5 minute flight. We're past that. Here's the Cheerson CX-10 without the camera. And this is what me and my son both learned on. And then you guys know Sky Viper come out with a little beast, the M500. Now that little thing is pretty zippy and snappy. And you get probably about 5 minutes of flight out of it. So I got my little ones. Like I said, I got a bunch of them on the wall out there. Dragon quad I built. The shadow, it sucks. But they're little, let me tell you what, you will learn. That's why people's like, man, I don't understand how you picked up flying so fast. It's just because I started with the little tiny things like this. So I had a baby transmitter and my bottle sitting on my lap. But hey, I took this thing, believe it or not. I don't know if it's on my channel or not, if I put it. I took this little thing and set it over there. I set it on like a pipe because it won't take off in the grass. And I took it straight up, right? And up above like a 118-foot tree. And I want until I want above the tree and bring it back down and bring it in and check the SD card. You just seen this little thing up there. Look, it barely went down the throttle. I just let it fall because it wouldn't even want to come back down. It was up that high. Cyma X5. Yeah. The Cyma X5 is your perfect learning drone because stable, everything about it. And let me show you what that looks like.
I like Ray's plug. He said, my plug support Crystal for shipping out all the goodies. And Ed said, yup, she's our favorite post.
Yes, if you guys ever get anything from me, please thank Crystal in the mail call because she does do all the shipping.
Dude, if it's late, it's my fault.
Okay, these are X5 knockoffs.
I'll be the first to take that blame.
So this is an AVX FC30. Hey, the first and only drone I've ever lost. $26.
That was mine.
Knock on wood. I have another one. You see this guy, DJI? That's just a sticker I stuck on it. This thing here, they sell it at Ollie's. I picked it up cheap. But this is the Cyma X5 knockoff all day long. And these things have hella range. They're good on range. They're good everywhere. It's got a blue one. I actually won this. See that sign? I won this from homie Paul.
That one's mine.
And I give it to Crystal. And they signed it and all that for her. So.
You're showing off my goodies. Come on now. I like the toy box.
But yeah, I started with the toy grades, and that's why I said I still strap a FPV camera on one of these and fly it all around and have a hell of a time.
I gotta buy that board and fix up.
No, I need to get you the beta brushless of this upgrade. You'll be ready to rock and roll.
Come on now, the board's only like $12. If I have to upgrade motors and everything else, then it's more than $12.
You don't have to upgrade it. I guess tonight it really is off the wall.
Yeah.
So you kind of see when I was flying these guys and stuff, right? This is the Sky Viper turd. I mean, I'm sorry, Sky Viper. But anyway, it just vortexes. It does this while you're flying, so it just doesn't fly. Everybody knows that. So I took it and put it in this.
Jeremy went big. His first drone was a Lizard.
Nice. So I printed this frame and put the guts of that one I just showed you in this. I told you I bought multiple drones when they were out. So then when I was into all this stuff, right, I'm watching other videos. I'm like, man, I'd love to get into those race drones, right? So the creator that I am, I did a popsicle ricer. That's not bad, right? Like a 6 or 7 inch, I think. It would be cool just to probably build this, just to take it up and see if it would withstand. I think when you kind of throttle up your motors, you're gonna be in deep doo-doo. Wouldn't that be cool though? Huh? All y'all with that carbon fiber frame, you had nothing on this.
Oh my God.
So this was my dream. So this hung on the wall out here, and this is what inspired me to get into the, well, where I'm at now. Yeah, I hear you.
You know what? I'm an idiot.
Why?
Because that's the perfect thing that I was doing to work on for the other thing that's out there.
Look at this shiny. Nice. Bought this just for the looks, trust me. You stand here, fly 50 feet from you, stand where it dropped, turn around back from where you walked, fly another 50 feet. That's just what it does. But this thing's got me so many views on my channel. It's amazing. Because it's something you can go into like a Kmart or something and could pick up. I love the chrome on it. So this is,
everybody loves the chrome.
This is going to get a beta board, the brushless board, and probably some 8mm motors. Gotta keep the toy grade ones going.
I know a lot of guys out there.
Ordered a schizo hat and shirt.
I know a lot of girls out there.
Yeah, really, Jeremy.
Chrome.
Chrome.
Especially if it's shine. Have a good night, Reaper. Thanks so much for popping in, babe. We really appreciate it.
D, Jeremy. Safe at work, brother. Then we do the Halloween thing, so I took this and made this. The Scarladron.
Please tell me you don't know where the transmitter is, and I'm not going to be attacked by that in 2 days.
Who knows? Halloween's coming. Maybe it depends on how I feel. I get one of the goblins out of the shed. It lights all up, and I hang it below my Inspire or something like that, and I just drag it around the neighborhood with like 100-foot
You guys have all
fishing
seen
line.
the ghost drones, the
I got
videos out. Go back and look at Chris's old videos. He did that last year.
I could keep them coming for days. That's the XK 250. I can tell you a lot about the toy crate ones.
Right, Ed?
This guy here,
red eyes
go in your
that
pocket.
skull.
This thing here was, honestly, is a decent flyer. Look at the dust on it. The X33 Songland, I think it is, or something like that. But this thing is pretty cool to fly. Altitude hold, though. Altitude hold drones, they're not for me. I don't like the altitude hold part of it.
But as you guys can see, he literally started out with a drone that size.
Yeah.
And you look. That's what happens when a hobby goes wild.
That's what happens when you're into your hobby. And here's my unique Breeze 3 bats. That's a GPS 4K camera drone. This is the one, Josh, I was telling Rob about, where he's in the unique. Thing's pretty cool.
Altitude what? Altitude hold what?
Who? But yeah, this
what?
thing's pretty cool. I mean, it's a lot of you guys know a little bit about the Breeze. It's not a Mavic, but it's the poor man's Mavic. It's got sensors and all on the bottom of it, whatnot. Pretty cool. Actually, Josh, I took this up that day. We were looking for Eric's drone and run it through the gates. I actually have a video of it. Guess what happened when I tried to go through the first gate? Wham! Boop!
The last time he flew the Breeze was when he was looking
At
for
the track, yep.
E-Drone's drone. He flew it when we went to the pool.
Yes,
right
before that.
So yeah, he actually still plays with his drones. Yes, I said he plays with his drones because I'm sorry, toy crates, that's what they're for. You get to have some fun. You get to learn a little bit. You're playing with it.
Yep.
That's what I consider toy grade is oops.
Is that a thing?
Make sure you have your toothbrush with you though if you're messing with toy grade drones because you always get that little teeny tiny fine grain of sand in a gear and it sucks.
And then so I got this. This says Franken Elf and it says Drone Redneck on it because he named it for me. So you guys know this one. I'm sure you saw this one. The Eachine. I don't even remember. Had a camera in it, whatnot. So it flown with your cell phone. Well, mine flies with a transmitter.
So the Ghost was not the first that he modded.
No. So I took a Sky Viper, I want to say S1750 stunt drone, and the insides are inside of this thing. And it flies with a Sky Viper transmitter, which is right there hanging up. It says Franken Elf. But other than that, you fly this with the cell phone. And it flies lumpy, crazy. Mine never flown right, so, but it flies good with the thing. Yes, the Elfie, the selfie, whatever they call it. Yeah.
There you go.
The Elfie, that's what they call it. Yep. So that's why they call it with the Franken Elf. And I fly it with the Sky Viper transmitter.
Yeah, Chris obviously does not like cell phone flying drones.
I don't like a cell phone flyer. They're terrible. Even if they have GPS on them. Crystal has the Keymon right there, that white little thing sticking out. That's GPS lock and everything. It goes up and locks out and all that, but it still doesn't matter. They're still
Nitro.
They're still crap with the cell phones. I always will say that. But yeah, it's just something I did. Just bored. Everything I got, I tore apart.
It is Night Train. It's hard to control with a cell phone. It
right,
seriously is.
It is, and fat fingers of mine like this and holding the phone and trying to do this.
I don't have fat fingers like that, at least not normally.
And then I get these joystick things. that you suction cup to your phone and they're supposed to work like this, they worked okay,
But see, I came up with a
it
conclusion
wasn't
that
fun really flying.
honestly, I think cell phone flying is
Too
more
much lag.
for women
Yahtzee.
because our fingers are smaller
No, because
for
then
the
it's going,
most part and a little more nimble.
and then
You
they'll
just
beat
gotta
you up.
watch having these fingernails because if you put your
You'll beat
nails down,
yourself up
guess
over
what?
it, though.
You ain't gonna do anything. But and I say that because even Rusty, being a younger guy, has fatter fingers than I do.
But he could
So,
fly it. Russell,
He can fly a cell phone better
Yeah.
than Chris can. And
I
is
just
it too bad? But
ain't into it.
I think it's all about the size of the pads of your fingers. I
Ray,
really do.
what haven't I modded? My Inspire.
That's because Neil told you he will never speak to you again if you do that.
Helicopter. What's up, brother?
Hey, Hella.
Oh man, I understand car troubles are a pain in the D.
Ugh.
I mod pretty much everything I get my hands on. I just try to see what I can do to make it better. And a lot of times, it turns out for the good. I've messed a lot of stuff up though, trying to make things actually work better. But that's life, right? You don't never know until you learn like that, and just think that's cool. Like everybody has these, they're trash. Now my camera and all don't work. I didn't, function the camera and all back in it, but that I just use it as something to fly around. I haven't flown that thing in probably, I bet you a year. Yeah, definitely. You bet there.
No, Rusty's out there.
Helicopter.
Oh, no, Rusty's in the Acro.
Yeah, so he might be out there just laying down. J&C No Limit TV.
No, please beside using no new solo case again because I loves club with it. I told you I'm gonna eat a hole through it.
He's okay with the solo case. It's only a cardboard carton.
I walked out, man. He said, "Ears up," as I said, and I don't do nothing.
Exactly, Nay. If it doesn't fly when I get it, I'm gonna change the guts out, make it fly, and make it work. Freaking that thing, that Elfie, dude. Every time I try to fly it, wham! It would just go off to the right, slam into the wall, and I'm just like, I'm gonna take it outside one day and try it. Man, it didn't. It was no different. It's a cell phone. I think about it. I don't even know what I did with the original board. That's like trash by now. I think somewhere. So you change your name so to J&C No Limit TV. So guys, J&C No Limit TV used to be J&C Fishing Channel. You guys know his. I say wife. I don't know if that's your, I say your wife, but it might be different. Sorry, but she's usually out catches him. Of course, the day I show up in the live stream, he out catches her. That's cool though. You guys sit there and do that. Like ASAP Fishing, J&C Fishing, now No Limit TV, and then I like to watch Josh Green Adventures. They're my three on the fishing ones. I like them. Thank you, Nay. Thanks for hanging out, brother. Appreciate you.
Here you go.
He put a hole in it. I don't want it up trash.
Adventures of having a baby bunny in the house. Let me go show you.
I just gotta make sure there ain't no cords in there they can get to. I don't think it is. He is going inside my solo box.
That's a solo case. Now has a hole in it. But this one is even more adorable. He's like, "Did you see the hole? I didn't do that."
And he will, if he gets, once he chews a little bigger hole, he'll be able to go inside and use that as like a hiding spot.
This is why you don't leave baby bunnies unattended.
First State Fishing, I'll check him out, Josh. Jessica J. Okay, I'll check both of them out, guys. Because, like, I like fishing, don't get me wrong, but I like droning more. But, no, I do, I like watching the catches and all that they get. So, First State Fishing. Break that down, because I won't remember it. And I take it to First State. That's Delaware, and I'll be able to recognize some of those places. Jessica J. I'll check them out for sure. I just write everything on my calendar so I remember it. Yeah, brother, it'll get. Hey, remember, I'll tell you a thing, and I don't go like to church every Sunday, but I do believe in God. A helicopter says, the good Lord will not put too much on your shoulders that you cannot handle. Just remember that in every bad situation, and it does help you get through it a little bit better. Although, at times, he seems like he'll break that shoulder, but see money fishing? See money. Look, JC's like, come on, guys, stop. You're pulling away from my... Drone worship is going to be going out with his underwater drone. Not the Gladius, it's another one. He's going to go out, and they're actually, he was telling me that they're going to pay for like a day for him to go out and test this thing out. You know, get a boat, go out in like nice clear water, and go out there and test that thing. So that's going to be a pretty epic video. I thought that would be cool, like the underwater drones, but here's my dilemma. I don't think around here it would do us any good. What do you think, Josh? I think the waters are just too murky. I know, like, a lot of the, like, lakes and all around here are just so murky. But I don't know if that camera and light is, like, you know what I mean? Like, underwater that's got something that will penetrate through that murkiness. Because that'd be cool to have underground drone that they, let me think of his name. I forget his name already. That he lost his drone in the pond. Go down and just look at it with the Gladius and hook it, pick it up. You know, I was thinking too, Josh, that day, a fishing rod with a magnet on it, like a heavy magnet, not something too heavy to bend the rod over, but just get like a nice surf rod or something, and then like a magnet, you could just, you know, not cast it, but just leave it a little bit of length and just keep dipping it in the water. You could probably hook onto a drone in multiple places with a heavier magnet, right? Like on the motors and stuff. I imagine somewheres maybe, like on the bottom of the bolts, like bottom here. That's what I was thinking, helicopter. So you usually get more than 3 to 6 foot. I got you. That's what I thought, like a Caribbean area or something would be beautiful for that thing. You look down to see the sand in the water. What's everybody doing? Come in here. I don't know where I guess. Gotta watch him. He's quick. He's done got my fat shark wire. I set it on the condo, not thinking. This freaking balance cord hang down. Man, I'm so glad he just didn't bite all at one time through the wires. I could care less about the battery. I just don't want him to hurt himself. I felt like an idiot when that happened. Yes, Josh. I was wanting to get into that. Let's try to like do that, bro. I got the drones. Let's take like a big magnet, just go around and just like. I thought that was pretty cool too. You know, some places they can't stop you from magnet fishing, but the fishermen and all kind of will. I watched a guy. He actually does that. He actually stops in from time to time, and
His channel is actually called Magnet Fishing.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking, Josh, because the aluminum wouldn't stick. But I think the screw's something with a powerful magnet. You know what I mean? It would just cling to like the smallest screw and still hold on to the drone.
Oh yeah, the magnets that guy was using was a 400-pound pull magnet.
Yeah.
You get your finger stuck, say bye-bye finger. Guys, I'll be in chat.
Yes, hello.
But I'm going to bid you good night visually. I'm going to go keep a baby bunny occupied.
Yes. We would get into everything. So, Josh, tomorrow I think I finally have my stack coming, a 20 by 20 for my little 3-inch build here. 4,100 KVs. But look at the stators. But on 4S, I think it should do pretty good. It's got 1407, 4,100 kV motors. They're new Ditchy motors, new Ditchy frame, FX3, and I'm using the Diatone Mamba 20 by 20 stack in it. He's beautiful right now. What are you trying to say? I mess it up quick, won't I? I think I think I'll be good on this little guy. You know, I said the only thing downfall about this is I need to put a loud ass buzzer on this thing. I think it's cool. It's like the miniature alien frame now. It's really cool. Built really nice, actually. Really nice carbon. I think it'll take a couple hits off of asphalt. Josh, I know you'll like this part. Sticks out past that motor. See, guys? Josh, oh, he looked at my black sheep, and the black sheep's like right flush with the motor. It is nice to have something hanging off a little bit. A little bit of foundation. Because I'm always liking banging off the asphalt for some reason. I don't know what went wrong at that Eric's. When I throw it over, you know what I think I did? You think this is possible? Loosen your stick up too much. On my Tyrannus, when I move my stick just a little bit like this, you hear like a click, 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 and it was acting weird at Eric's. Pilot error all day. Don't think I'm trying to get out of that. But when I rolled, when I did like that barrel roll, I don't know why it went way out like that in the road. It just seemed like the stick didn't hold tight. And I literally just rolled it and just pushed the stick, you know, all the way to the outside. So it should have rolled like nice and tight. Night, Rob. Thank you for hanging out, brother. Milk the goats. Yeah, I got that's the only thing with these. These are the batteries I'm using are 450 milliamp hour, 4S power, Tattoos, R lines. That's what I'm using. I actually got them cheap one day. I mean, I think they were like literally like, I think I only paid maybe $25 for 4 of them. Chuck it. Did it really go? Ooh, wow. Yeah. Oof, bang. Yeah, I think I got this guy. This is the Wacara Rodeo 110. The only downfall of this, maybe if you could go to 3S with it. It's a 2S battery, and it's good for just flying around. You want to do some proximity flying or something like that. And you can't do kind of what we do with the 5-inch with this. That's what I'm saying. So like if you go to power loop, it's just like, and I got beta. It came with the. I was really impressed with myself. It came with, I think, Clean Flight. Is that what? I think Wacara's protocol is Clean Flight. I'm not sure, but their protocol is terrible. Like you can't go in and do nothing to it. So I flashed it over to beta. Had to go in and change some commands in the CLI and all to get it to work, and I fly it with the Devo. It has a thing on the bottom, the Deviation 7 I fly it with. It has a plug right here that says S-Bus. I don't think you guys can see it. And it's 3 little, you know, the 3 little prongs. So I wondered if I can't put like an XM Plus on this and then bind it to the QX7. If I could do that, I think that would be the way to go. But that guy has like $160 ready to fly kit. But this guy here, I think I'm gonna have so much more fun with because of the 4S power. I think it's gonna have plenty of power. I got like the VTX and everything for it. So I'm gonna try this. If I fail in this one, like I'm done with 3 inches because I just don't feel like they're powerful enough. I know you can put some build some nice ones and put some crazy motors on them. Is it dropping the messages on you? It's weird. Okay, well, all right, Josh. I just saw you talking about the one where you said with the moon. You're driving to Philly right now. Beautiful right now. Yeah, when it normally comes out like that, it's usually because we usually walk this time of night, and usually over like in the field here where I fly, it kind of comes up over those trees, dude. It's like huge and orange. It's pretty at times. Live. I still gotta finish my Whoop. I got that one. I got that beta board and all that. I'm just like not like in that frame, that purple frame. It just the props don't fit in there, and I gotta cut them down and all that. I just feel like why mess with that when I can rip something like this? Because I get this thing tamed. I'll fly this in the house. This is plenty small enough to fly in your house. It'll be a while, I guess, before around a new Pit Bunny, but he's the only thing that messes me up. I go out there, I get here messing with a quad, and I want to go out and try it in the living room. I'll forget and set it on the ground. And as soon as I set it down, he's right there on it. And I'm like, oops, not doing that today. Yeah, it's been I haven't lost my chat. I'll tell you what, tonight I was a little late getting on because I went into YouTube and went into the live stream into the camera. Wouldn't allow me to get on. It just did the circle thing on the screen. Talking about that doo-doo, Josh. I was in it yesterday, man. That shit pile, man. I couldn't believe my drone landed on that. I just couldn't. Josh is like, I'll go in ponds and fields everywhere, but I'm not touching this shit. I couldn't just leave it out there, man. It was on top of a pile, you know? If I can see it, I'm going for it. Crystal, hey, you didn't see me, Chuck, when I used to fly my Manus in here, man. Little Manus with brushless motors, 9,000 kV brushless motors. I'd bring that thing here, go roll back out. Scroll up video for a second. Yeah, well, that's why. Yeah, I actually had to go to Hangouts and use it. Yeah. 2S Max in the house. Yeah, you know what? I didn't think about that. That's a good idea, Chuck. Who needs 4S in the house? I didn't think about that, but yeah, that because that stack is a 2 to 6S, so or no, 2 to 4S. I'm sorry. Imagine 6 on this thing. Wait a minute, you can do it, right? I wonder, will it carry a GoPro? And believe it or not, this is a 3S battery. But you count, there's 6 cells there. Ain't that crazy? All day a 3S battery. Freaking brick. This is for the Ghost drone now. Hey, Josh, I don't think you were in here, but I got my, I call it Sweet Pea. Sweet Peas all back together. Look at that dip on that bad boy. Yeah, he looks like he took some acid. That's right. That's the whole effect. You see how kind of like, you see how the top is right there? It's called crazing. And it's cool, the effect of it. I'll bring it, Josh, next time we fly together and show you guys the crazy power of this thing, man. You can take this thing and pitch it like this and just go across the air with it. Big old 9-inch props. They'll take a finger off. But it's cool. I like it. I like it. That drone is an abomination. That drone has a lot of work into it, believe it or not. It used to fly with your cell phone and a G-Box. For those guys that don't know. Like I said, another cell phone flyer that I crossed the line and took it to the other side because I like transmitters. I think transmitters were just made to fly drones, right? Not no cell phones. Mike Brooks, what's up, brother? I actually saw you jumping here earlier, bro. I'm sorry. Mike B, aka the Drone Ranger. You should have just went with that name, Mike. Or was the Drone Ranger already taken? The Drone Ranger is a good name. Drone Ranger. Yeah, it is a nice paint job. It dipped. Honey Lulu did it live. She dipped it like she takes a tub and puts the paint all in there and then just dips it in. Man, that's better than that film stuff that I spent crazy money on. I got to roll out behind the love seat, the stalls when I was into the guns and all, doing stocks and stuff. I have 2 boots. Awesome, Josh. Gotta build them, man. because the Aliens flight controllers, right? They're acro and all that. And the 7mm, that's what I did here. I took a Pepperbox 6mm board, put it into a 7mm E11 frame with 7mm rotors. But the only downfall is the baby transmitter. Just can't get down with that. What's wrong with your car, Hella? You might have set it up there. I probably didn't see it. Huh? Oh, motor? No, that's not good. Or Josh, one day we'll have to get together and just build some whoops and stuff. That would be cool. We'll hang out and just set a table out or something. We'll go to a park or something, use their electricity, and fly and build. That would be cool. I can't wait to get into that stuff like Rob was talking about, the whoops, whooping around and stuff. Rod, too. Not good. Not good at all. Rods. They can make your engine go yucky. Those who remember. Right, the Lone Ranger. Yeah, Mike. Oh, whoops, yeah, all day long. I could put the whoops together in no time. Like this, I think I probably took, and this actually got plug-in motor, so which if I'm not crazy, that probably does too, Josh, what you're working with, right? But this just all plug-in motor, so put the board on, camera's already soldered in, all I did was screw it in, plug the motors in, done. Hey, I print it was the Alien inductrix frame, and it was probably like this big, believe it or not, and it hit out 8mm motors. Really cool on the way the center part was, the way it laid back and all that. I think it was called the Alien inductrix. Maybe not. There was something else. It was cool. It was a really nice frame though. Real nice frame. I gave it away. I printed it, just had it sitting around here, never done nothing, and gave it away. Actually, the guy that I sent my jumper out to, I had it on top of the jumper box. That's what makes me know my jumper didn't get smashed. What he did was stole all the parts out of it and just took a hammer and smacked this or something, because this stick got broke and it's in that case right here. You see that black case? That's a black turtle shell case. So you could punch that case and you're not even touching the jumper. And the frame was on top of that case, and he said the frame never got broke. It would have broke that PLA frame before it crashed and broke the stick on my transmitter. But he manned up, bought me a new transmitter, and admitted it, so. Yeah, Hello's got that, Horizon Hobby Whoop, right? That thing's pretty nice. They got turtle mode on it. But the price of it, it's just, I can't get over that part. $100 some. Which nothing, hey, I'm glad you got it, Hella. That thing's sweet, because if I ever come across the chance to grab it, I will grab it, because I know how nice it was. X was that Diatone you got, dude. That thing's gonna be sweet. I think the way the frames are, they put the motor here, and out here, and they say it stops the, I guess, prop wash or whatever from it feeding back or something. I don't know, like, the whole aspect of that, but I'd like to see one fly, probably. I like to fly one myself, to be honest with you, just to see if you do see a difference. Which, I don't know. They say you do, but you might not. Blade inductors, FPVS. Plus 8mm. Oh, yeah, the 8mm motors. Oh, that's a world of difference. Right, Mike? I saw you on video whooping all over the house. That's cool. Just have the whoop and just whip it out. Put your goggles on and have fun. Hella did it, what, Walmart? Hella was doing it like in multiple places there one time. The whoops are fun. Who was it? I think it was Josh that told me. somebody with the Whoop said something about to get them to fly like the 5-inch, double your PIDs or something. It was, I think it was. There was somebody saying something like that one time. I thought that was cool. Because what's it? There's a dude in Canada, I think, that flies Whoop really nice. Mike was telling me about it, Birdman. There's another guy, I don't forget his name, it's really good. Mockingbird. That's bad. Oh, so yeah, because that's what I got a Horizon hobby right here, the Blade Theory 5-inch. That was it had a Spectrum receiver on it. I ripped it out, put a XM Plus, I think, yeah, XM Plus in it. It acted crazy in the beginning, like the one acted stupid on there, the XM Mini. It just didn't. It went over and fail-safed on me the one day. Oh, okay, I got you. That's what I thought it was, Chuck. Exactly. I knew there was something there. Like, yeah, okay. Because man, when you get them things flying like that, and that's what, believe it or not, if you got the Jumper T8SG, I think it is, or TS8G or something. If you got the Eachine E11 with that Jumper transmitter, it flies, dude. I shit you not, with 7mm motors, it flies amazingly. Like, it's not acro, so it's no the gyros and whatnot, but you could turn up the milliwatts on this thing, and I mean, really push it. Like, I'm up in the top of, like, 100-foot trees, going through the little gaps and all, down through the trees and stuff like that. And it had no problem. It was, like, right with me. If I pushed the stick, it went right with me. But I think it's just this transmitter. I don't think it's the fact that the sticks are smaller. I think it's the fact of the board inside of this transmitter. Because, you know, they got to make the transmitters as cheap as possible. So I think that's what basically it is on this guy. You know, this ain't infrared. Like, I saw this little lens here. I was like, well, maybe it's the infrared. Infrared ones suck because then the light messes them up, or if you take them outside and try to fly them, the sun will mess you up. He said, I know, I hate that Spectrum. Not Spectrum. Well, guys, it's 11 o'clock, and I'm going to turn it down. But I appreciate you hanging out with me. Tomorrow, check out, or not tomorrow, Hump Day, Wednesday. Well, yes, let me rephrase that. Tomorrow, check out Axiomatic. He is going to be revealing a truck he's been working on. The Tamiya, I can't remember the name of it. Dude, it's a tractor, like you drive truck. Dude, RC rig. It does the startup, the vibrating, the everything a full rig would do. It changes gears, it clicks. That's on Axiomatic RC. Check out his channel. On Hump Day this Wednesday, check out Crystal Justice on Wacky Wednesday at 8 o'clock. At 9 o'clock, do not forget the FPV Noob Tube. Because they're going to do it they're usually every other Wednesday, but they missed last Wednesday, so we got it this Wednesday, so check it out. I know one person's going to be dressed up, but I'm not sure on the rest. Check it out for sure. Please join me over there. I'll be in the chat. Hopefully one day I get back on with them. That was cool. It's like a $2,000 bill. What? A $2,000 bill? That's crazy. $2,000 bill. You made me forget all what I was saying, Mike. John, that's what I'm talking. Halloween adult special. Halloween adult special. FPV Noob Tube. You're definitely gonna remember that because when you jump in there, you're gonna know. But I appreciate you guys hanging out. Jewish Redneck Prepper, I appreciate you jumping in, but we're getting ready to end this. Thank you guys again. I appreciate your time, and I hope you guys had fun. He said 500 for the solar system. Oh yeah, that 2,000. Yeah, you're talking about the truck, the $2,000 build. Yes, 500. Yes, just for the sound system in it. Another 3 for the rear end. Yes, the vibrating system and all was like crazy money. Crazy money. But thank you guys for hanging out. I really appreciate you. Josh, thank you for jumping in, man, while you're driving on the road. And I'm going to go out and look at that moon. I'll snap you a picture of it, Josh. It might not show. The cell phone suck for that. I'll just put this on with no crossfire and just send it. All right, guys. Love you. Thank you so much. I really appreciate you. Good night, all. Chuck, if you're on the road, be safe out there, brother. Josh, be safe. Anybody else out there driving? Catch you on the next one. Yep. Thank you, guys.